To Hi everybody, we are so excited that you are joining us this evening for an amazingly fun D&D game that is supporting the ACLU. You might see it in the title. We are playing School of Strahd, the Curse of Prom. What an amazing way we got to that. It started out as a Muppet game with puppets, and now it's this. So anyways, thank you so much. Like I mentioned, this is a charity stream supporting ACLU. They are an amazing charity in the United States who defends the right of all people nationwide, including abortion care, trans people's right to live freely, people's right to vote, and so much more. I have pinned our donation link into the chat. If you are able to, please go and give them some money. It goes directly to them via Tiltify. Our first $100 that we raise is matched by Bogus Cheesecake. That's absolutely fantastic. So we donate, or we raise $100. It's actually $200. They are an Alaskan-based TTRPG company making unique content and systems like Belarius. While you are donating on our Tiltify, I just want to let y'all know that for every $10 you do donate, you are entered in to win a $25 gift card to Talon and Claw. They make amazing, dice accessories, like this really awesome moth dice box. That'll come into play later, maybe. And also, while you are on our Tiltify, you'll see some really fun incentives for you to help us change up our game. If you donate $10, you can vote for prom royalty. This is everyone that you see on screen, as well as any key NPCs that Chris names later in the show. For a gift of $25, you can give an auto crit to any one of us on screen. Maybe we're gonna need some help asking our prom date to prom. Give us the gift of a nat 20. We're awkward high school students. Come on, we need it. If you donate $50 or more, you can give the gift of a bane or a boon to the party. If you give a gift of $75, you can name the next NPC. And for a gift of $100 or more, you can shake things up and add a new creature into the encounter. And I believe I actually missed one. If you donate $15 or more, Chris, our DM, will hear a rumor about you specifically. That's right, he'll take your username. If your new username is Mr. Poopy Butthole, Chris, and you donate $15, Chris might say, yeah, I heard a rumor about Mr. Poopy Butthole that their poopy butthole isn't even poopy. And then we'll go on with the game. Incredible.
We're just Mr. Butthole now.
And if there's anything that depicts just how much I'm willing to commit to a bit for money, thank you to my chat earlier who paid me to do this entire campaign, or this little one-shot dressed like this. So
you said campaign, no take backsies.
No takesies,
We're going to college, baby.
College years. We'll see how this goes. We'll piece it out. I honestly do love a lot of these characters. I want to see where this goes. So we'll see how that goes.
All right. Incredible. Well, with that being said, y'all, my name is Jess. I'm thrilled that y'all are here this evening. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I'll tell you a little bit more about Mothboy later. I am going to popcorn it over to Phil.
Hi, everyone. I'm Phil. I'm Tulok. You might know me from making some of your favorite fictional characters in Dungeons & Dragons. You might know me from playing some Elden Ring. But today, I am Ollie. Wait, are we doing character introductions?
Go for it, sure.
We are. Okay. I'm just that classic, misunderstood high schooler who is the captain of the football team, super ripped, super tan, chiseled jaw, that classic outsider in high school who's just really trying to fit in and struggling to find his place in a school full of goth kids. You know, these goth conformists who just aren't like me because I'm kind of messed up. So that's me, and I will popcorn it. I got VJ right down there, so VJ, we'll go to you.
Hi everybody, I'm VJ. My pronouns are they, them, and he, him. You probably know me from TikTok or something I wrote for. I don't know. I'm all over the place. VJ's creations everywhere on the internet. And today I am playing the best big boy. I will save his actual description for you for when we get in there. Araxis. I love him dearly, but I will say, picture emo and surfer gear, kind of blended together clothing wise. That's my guy. I'm gonna give it to Chrissy.
Oh, hi. Hi, I'm Chrissy Ann Keller, and I am playing Dee. She comes from money. And I think that's the most important thing you need to know about her now. And so I'm gonna toss this popcorn bucket over to Julie.
What's up, everybody? My name is Julian or Julie CL Online. I co-run the Indie TTRPG channel Roll D5, where we promote indie TTRPGs, possibly including yours. I'm also a improv comedian and performer in New York City, and an award-winning fantasy writer. Today, I will be playing Zariel, the scary lady from the cover of the Descent into Avernus 5e book, but as a teen goth. And I had originally pictured her as Gideon the Ninth from the Locked Tomb series, like skull face, sunglasses, and the cosplay wasn't going together. Wearing sunglasses and looking at a computer, terrible. Wearing
$10 they do the sunglasses.
Awful. Yeah, $10 I'll put on the sunglasses, more I'll put the hood on, more I'll show the shoulders. Like, I'll get progressively more Gideon for every, I don't know, $10 or $50 we make.
Progressively more Gideon.
But
I can testify that you look really good in those sunglasses, so I think people should donate to see them. I'm just saying.
Thank you so much. My headache will resent it, but I will do anything for the ACLU tonight. Yeah, she's an Aasimar Oathbreaker Paladin, because she was with the angel stuff, and now she's just kind of doing her own thing. She loves the Nine Hells, which is maybe a hot topic in this universe. We don't know. We're kind of putting it together. Do we popcorn it over to our GM now?
I guess so. Maybe. I'm gonna say yes. Hi, hello everybody. I am Hamasamakun. That's HAMASAMAKUN on all social media platforms. I will be your dungeon master for this fun little adventure we're going on. Haven't you ever wanted to go to high school in like a weird gothic hell dimension?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't have to wish for it. That was basically my high school experience. But with all that in mind, also my pronouns are any. I don't know if we were doing that too. I don't have a character to play specifically, but I am all of them because dungeon mastering. It should also be said, it has been a hot minute since I've run a D&D session, so this is going to be fun. But we got the okay from you, Jess. We starting? Alrighty. Welcome everybody to Curse of Prom something Strahd.
The
I'm so
School
sorry.
of Strahd, Curse of Prom.
Curse of Prom.
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice,
Solo
recoded,
story.
365 over 12 days, or
Yeah, 358 over 2. Let's show some.
I never got into Kingdom Hearts. Anyway, as we begin, fire and ash, distant flecks of what once was and never will be, fall like snow across a burning landscape. Tall, skeletal trees pepper the graying countryside, for those barren fields have not seen the sun in millennia. Welcome, young bloods, to your first taste of Barovia. In the old days, this place was naught but longing and regret in its most ravenous form, a hungering world built in the twisted image of a madman. But times change. The march of civilization is a marathon, not a sprint, and I find it's hard to see when the best days are behind you and your darkest are yet to come. So, with all that in mind, prom is this weekend. Weather forecast is cloudy with a chance of eternal bloodstorms, and for all you students out there, have a Strahd-tacular day. The camera pulls back to reveal verdant hills and the gentle hums of suburbia. It's Thursday, 9 a.m., give or take, and you are late for school. With that, we are going to watch as the camera moves along these twisting streets, along these nice skeletal trees, and weirdly enough, very well-cut lawns, until eventually come to this very humble dwelling where VJ, your character, lives. Would you like to describe what their morning looks like and what they are?
Yeah, so first off, my little guy gets up, stretches legs like at least the shins are off the bed, not because his parents couldn't get him a bigger one, but he really just likes to sleep like that. Stands up, cracks the back and shoulders, bumps his head slightly because the downstairs has enough room. Like he had a growth spurt recently. The downstairs has enough room, but the upstairs does not. Yeah, and they're talking about moving. My guy Araxis stands at 9'11". He's 9'11". He's got 4 arms. He's very furry all over, like chest down. Has like the cloven goat legs as well in the hooves. Has the like kind of like slightly goat looking face. Has 4 4 horns coming out from here, and they're kind of twisting and turning more the way that tree branches do. They've got these red runes kind of carved into him that he's had since birth. He's got 4 arms, and like kind of growing out of like where his rib cages would like curl around, growing out is an additional rib cage with just kind of enclosing the area where his heart typically would be. That is also a recent development in his growth spurt. But yeah, he's just kind of like done the whole cracking of the bones, is even like cracking the bones on the rib cage at this point. Feels really great for him. Like goes into the closet. He's got this mix of like all black, kind of slightly spiked vest that he likes to wear. It's like a little bit easier to, or I guess not even a vest. It's more like just a loose scrap so that the ribs can be out. Like he's still adjusting to how he needs to dress. And he's wearing like surfer boy short material, but it's still also black. But it is 2 different things. Like no shoes, grabs his 3 instruments that he keeps on him, the lute, the pan flute, and a regular flute, and is grabbing his book bag and rushing downstairs for breakfast.
Awesome. So as you head downstairs, you're met with unfamiliar sound. Your mother, Arthurnoth. Was that close?
You're good.
All right, Arthurnoth, a goat devil that often rises from the hellfire chasms that surround the town, for a nice little day visit. This is, of course, the weekend where your mother can find the time away from their busy work torturing the immortal souls of heroes long past to spend a little time with her husband, whom she loves so deeply. A Jarrus Lefford, who in my notes is described as some dude. Very average human build. You can see the apron that says "Kiss the Cook" on it, with a little picture of the mascot for the town, Strahd. Some say he's an urban legend. Others believe he was some sort of ancient king. Most people just believe that he's the cereal mascot of like this like general brand. But as you can see, your father is preparing the pancakes and eggs and bacon and all that, and is just doting over your mother, who is currently just relaxed near the table, just never quite breaking eye contact with him, looking at him like he's the only person in the world. But as you run down, they kind of give you like a very cursory, like, "Oh, good morning."
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. It's good to see you here, Mom. I didn't know you were coming.
And she is kind of turned towards you, and in a deep voice with almost hell-like resonance to it, they go, "Well, I could find a bit of time away from torturing those old heroes to, spend some time with my 2 favorite people in the world. So how's school going? Are your grades? Your grades going well?"
Yeah, I'm doing really well.
You see as your dad kind of pipes up, Don't slouch. You know the rules."
Like straightens up at that.
And see as they're kind of like motioning over to you, you see a little digital clock to the side that says around like 9:02. You are so late, as they kind of notice. And go.
I'm going. And like,
kind of like
just
tosses
runs,
they toss a lunch towards you.
runs out the house.
Perfect. As you sort of escape the confines of your dwelling into Barovia proper, you can see it's a weird patchwork between suburbia and hell, where there are these like nigh skeletal trees created from the corpses of long drained civilians. You could see the blood rivers that roll down the hills, that are being played at by some of the local kids who maybe have the day off for school. It's kind of getting towards the more like spring break kind of area. I don't know when prom happens because I didn't partake too much. You can see all across the red skies these eternal storms, as you had heard on the daily broadcast. There's a slight chance it might start raining blood. You have the umbrella with you, so you'll be fine. But as you sort of make your way to Strahd General High, we are going to cut to Chrissy. Would you like to describe your character as well as what they're doing on this nice little morning?
So, Dee has on one of those the widow house coats with the sheer black and the feathers. You know what I'm talking about? She has one of those on over her night clothes, like she has on a long black nightgown underneath it. And she is currently in her bathroom, which is quite large, quite luxurious. And she is trying to apply her eyeliner just so precisely. Dee is, she's about 5'8", 5'9", very, very slender. She has very long black hair, unsettling serpentine eyes that are like greenish golden. And then under her extremely just cherry red lips, he got little fangs. And she has scales that kind of trail up her chest and around the side of her face. They don't cover her entire face, but they're there. You can see them. And she's just trying, not even trying to hurry, just taking her so sweet time, just applying her eyeliner. She's not worried about being late.
And you haven't been worrying for it for the last 3 hours, as there's an urgent knock on the bathroom door as you can hear your nanny, Gertrude, speak in this very deep, guttural voice and say, "Are you going to be late for school, please? Miss Delphine, the car's outside."
Gertie, fine. Give me like 5 minutes, okay? Just
You
5.
said that 2 hours ago. Please, your mother will be very disappointed if you don't make it to school on time. It's prom season. Very important.
Surely it hasn't been that long.
You can see now as the door opens very gently, and you're not met with a face more like the lower extremities of a minotaur who holds so daintily this digital clock and just kind of like holds it up to your face of just is now around 9:14. You would started getting ready around 6-ish.
Okay, I'll hurry.
Kind of just relents and
She
Wait
doesn't
downstairs.
hurry.
it's another 4 hours, and Chrissy is no longer in the... No.
She'll slide on some clothes maybe 15 minutes later and kind of slink her way down to the car. I'll see you at 3:30.
As you sort of say this out to this large mansion sat atop a hill, what might have once been a lord's home in the kingdom of Barovia, you can see as your parents don't even really look up. They do kind of give you like the wave or like the general nod of acknowledgement as you leave, but it's mostly Gertie who's like leading you and just kind of like pushing you out the door. It's like, well, you have blah, 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 blah. So they just kind of lead you over to this very nice car, powered by magic, because it's still fantasy vaguely, as you start making your way to school 15 to 30 minutes late. And as we sort of follow this car along the highways, the roads, we eventually make our way to something in the more rural area. There's a lot more foliage, these huge magic lights that sort of flow and bob amongst the grass and trees. And Jess, would you like to introduce your character and what they look like and what they're doing?
Yes. I just needed to finish sending that chat message. We just got our first vote for prom, y'all, and prom hasn't even started. Ooh, ooh. We see you, Chrissy, aka D. Anyway, this evening I'm playing Mothboy, who uses any and all pronouns. I am sick, therefore they are also sick. You can see that they are just kind of like trying to like get their clothes on, get ready, get everything kind of like brushed off and whatnot. And then you see them take a little letter, and it says to Luska on it. And Luska is one of their crushes, who is a sea monster tentacled person. And we'll just leave it at that. Mothboy is an Eloin, which is a species that UO Publishing created. They're absolutely amazing. Definitely check it out. Just as Mothman, you would expect, Mothboy has the little antennae. Mothboy has big ol' wings. They have a real purple and brown aesthetic to them. So as they're putting up their boots, they go, oh God, I hope they say yes. I hope they say yes. This is fine. Everything's fine. Let's go to fucking school. This is great.
All right. So as you sort of exit your house, your mother and father, respectfully Mothman and Mothmommy, as you've given me, sort of give you the typical, like, you'll do great. I'm sure they'll say yes. Kind of give you a pat on the shoulder and send you on your way with whatever lunch you happen to have prepared.
Good.
Yeah, sounds about right. And as you sort of make your long trek from your house to the high school proper, we are going to watch as the camera sort of pulls back up into this cloud cover and then back down towards a more residential area yet again. This is where we go past Gothic architecture, this dark, oppressive feeling that permeates through the neighborhood, to what might have once been a cathedral of some kind, or maybe a mausoleum, as deep underground, a family of vampires, and our next character is introduced. Phil, would you like to introduce your character and what they're doing this morning?
Yeah, I think like I am already mad at my mom because like I am supposed to be at the football field, which is just a cemetery to move the graves out of the way so we could practice. Twig and I, you know, like I'm the offense, Twig is the defense. Our team's super underfunded because all the money at the school just goes to like the arts and the poetry classes. They don't even pay for football.
And it's crazy. You've recently also been hearing that Twig might even pass you up in terms of being the next quarterback. They've definitely gotten their numbers up over time, and your grades are starting to slip, man. It's definitely something you got to worry about.
Look, but yeah, and that's the struggle for me. Okay, so like I got my braces to like pull my canines down because they're kind of receded. My mom wants me to have like more pronounced canines. I got the big orange skin because I love going outside. And it's obviously like a natural tan. It's like basketball orange, the color a natural tan is.
Yep, that's what that looks like.
Yeah, and like she just doesn't even care that I have to be to football practice, and this is actually kind of annoying.
So as you're just sort of lazing back in your breakfast chair, as your mom is very like everywhere this morning trying to prepare, you could see she's dressed in this long, like graceful dress, almost seeming to float above the ground, because you know for a fact that bitch is. Every single time. She can't just walk on the ground like anybody else, but has to show off. But as she kind of looks over in your general direction and says, "Are you really going to school in that? What happened to the clothes I bought you? The lace, the black, it was on the rage in wherever vampires come from."
Yeah, but sun's out, guns out.
Sun's out. I wish you would just... You're going to get some sort of disease, or you might burst into flames and be rendered to ash. I don't really know. That was
I'm
more
not
your
even
father's
a full vampire,
expertise.
Mom. I can't be burst into flame in the sun.
Well, do you have to make it so... You have to... Any of that. Just stop all of that. Either way, your orthodontist appointment is later on, I believe this week. We're going to get those canines in order. They're so... You're never going to get a nice vampire girl if you keep...
Maybe I don't want a vampire girl, okay?
Well, what do you want?
Maybe like
Ollie,
Brian
what
or
do you
whatever.
want? I'm trying so hard ever since the divorce.
I just want to go to football practice because if I have to play defense again, I'm going to be so upset. It's so much harder to play defense. Everyone expects you to guard everybody.
What do those words even mean? Is it so much to ask that you run out with the other nice vampire kids and, maybe you kill a deer or another student? I'm not picky. I'm just asking for a little, like,
I'm sorry I don't
meet me
like killing
halfway.
and maiming, Mom. I'm sorry I want to be my own person and go to a park with an acoustic guitar.
Oh my god, it's just like your father, as she sort of like uses her evil vampire powers to lift you out of your chair and out the door. Remember, dinner's at 6.
Better not just be blood this time.
Try this McDonald's thing you keep talking about. As you are escorted out of your home via the influence of
Vampire
the hellish, vampire magic.
Yeah.
And as you are levitated away, we go to the last house on the block, sort of in that cul-de-sac, this really nice repurposed church. You can see the various adornments, the stained glass windows, a handful of graves, which your mom is a big fan of, but the rest of it is kind of iffy. And as we sort of push through these main double doors and up towards the rafters where this kind of ramshackle housing is built, we see Julie. Would you like to introduce your character and what they happen to be doing this morning?
Absolutely. Zariel starts the morning like any bad kid, sleeping in by a good 10 or 15 minutes. She's still kind of getting used to the whole being a bad kid thing, rejecting the angel heritage. She hasn't shaved her head yet and gone full descent into Avernus cover. Right now it's just dyed black. But in her bedroom with a lot of like death metal band posters around, she's laying kind of splayed out, and as she wakes up, there's just a lot of skeletal bones, perhaps from the local graves, just laying around the room. She snaps her fingers, and using Control Undead, the skeletal bones rise up into 2 skeleton servants that help her get dressed for the day. They give her a leather jacket. They give her her sunglasses, her jeans. And she is going to take her reflavored longsword, just a baseball bat, and sling it over her shoulder. She is going to say, "It's a great day to be a bitch," and then swing it behind her and knock the head off one of the skeletons.
You watch as it essentially is shattered into a million pieces, this small skeleton, whom I will lovingly name Timothy and Timothy 2, as they sort of... The other one recovers, just kind of like picks up the bones and kind of gives you the cursory, like, skeleton, "I'm sorry, have a good day," as they walk off. But as you sort of climb down, no longer sleeping in the same wing as your parents in this big temple dedicated to a god that you don't even believe in anymore, you see your 2 parents, these very like graceful angels who have been up for probably hours at this point, making breakfast, making sure the entire space is tidy, as they give you a look, and even though you're rebelling, they look at you like you're still their like young little cherub, as they say, "Oh, are you ready for prom?"
Mom and Dad, prom is just a way for the institution to make us happy with the state of the school. They're just trying to distract us.
As you can see, your father kind of gets up, this like big solar angel with like the big wings and like a glowing sword as it strikes down, and just, "Now you're gonna show some respect to your mother. And what's wrong with being happy? There's nothing wrong with being happy. A nice distraction is nice every so often, especially with what's going on outside. There's the GMOs, there's the eternal blood storms, there's that whole business with what is it? Something about Carrie Underwood. Is that a popular thing these days?
You guys gotta stop watching trash news channels. I swear. Maybe I won't even go to prom. Maybe I'll like go smash some mailboxes or something.
But we got you such a nice dress.
Stop being so nice. Get mad at me. Oh my god. I leave.
It's just like, "We love you. Have a nice day." The first step of grace is forgiveness.
I am the darkness.
Yes, you are, sweetie. You make your way there, and we sort of fast forward just a bit as you're all arriving to school. You could see Strahd Public High, this huge castle, this glorious affront to practicality, as it's almost Hogwarts-esque without the transphobia, as several ghosts, goblins, monsters crawl their way up to the front gate, ready to learn. You could see that this was a place, a gothic mansion of sorts that was turned public school for the young monsters of Barovia to be safe from the outside world. You could see those various protection charms all across the perimeter, and it encourages you to dream up a better world for yourselves. But unfortunately, those dreams will have to wait till later, because as the 5 of you arrive to school, the gate shuts. And you could see at the front is the head of security, the groundskeeper, a giant manticore named Eugene. You can see like these big glasses as they just... You're late.
Well, maybe I wanted to be late.
Do you also want to go to detention?
I guess. You can't hold me down.
I think that's part of my job, but all right, detention, 6:30.
Yeah, and
the
I'm
rest
gonna
of it-
like it.
I don't really care what you do. I just be there. And it kind of looks to the 4 of you. Kind of looks to Mothboy and was it Araxis?
Mm-hmm.
Looks to the 2 of you and kind of it kind of like softens the expression. Oh, not you two. I feel a little bad about this, but I have to set an example. You two also.
You should feel bad.
Detention.
What? Me? What? Why?
You're all late for school as the other 2 also arrive, floating and being driven.
I was only late getting your favorite pastry from my dad.
And I got you blood. But we went in on this.
Both of you. One of you make a persuasion with advantage.
So I have a +7. No, I have a +5 to persuasion.
Oh, Crest.
No, wait. No, flip that. I have a +7 to persuasion, a +5 to performance.
I've got an 8 to persuasion.
Oh,
Ooh, take the advantage.
go for it. Hit me with it.
Okay, first roll is an unnatural 21,
It doesn't even matter.
and
what
then
the
a
next one is, honestly,
19.
just- Oh, Christ. It's the kind of like... Fine, but don't tell anyone. It's kind of grabs the pollen and it swipes past with this speed that could probably decapitate a human. As it takes both and just kind of... It was very good, thank you.
Guess I'll tell my
as
mom.
for you two... As for you two, looks at Ollie and D. Detention along with Zariel, I think.
Okay, but
Yeah,
it's at,
Oh,
it's at
what?
6:30.
What?
You said it's at 6:30.
Yes.
Can you push it to like 8 after sunset? I just kind of like gotta get my raise in.
What do you think detention is?
Is it outside?
I know.
Oh,
It's in the library. I mean, if you
Is there a
punched a hole in a
skylight?
wall, it could technically be outside, but I wouldn't encourage that.
would that get me more detention? In
Probably.
the room with the hole in the wall that has the
I-
sun coming?
Well,
I'll
if
punch
you
the
punch
hole
the
in the
hole-
wall. I'll do it.
I'll go to
looks
detention.
over.
Can
Oh,
I can I do push-ups
Okay.
in detention?
I guess what I'm not
Alright.
debating the like the schedule of detention. Just go to detention, all of you.
Okay.
Wait.
You know what? Just for that, you two also. You're going to detention as well. And so it kind of just flies off.
Give me back my lunch
yeah.
bin.
It's too late. I already ate it.
If you had just allowed me a few seconds, I could have persuaded him.
We already tried that.
D, that's honestly my bad. I get a little loco if I don't get my vitamin D.
I have a whole
Not you-
bag
not
of
vi-
gold.
that wasn't you. Like vitamin D is the thing you get from the sun. Makes you really happy. It makes you feel good. It's kind of why I worship the sun. I actually have like a couple pamphlets I could share with you about the sun.
I do not have
Like,
time
what's-
to talk about your Lord and Savior, the Sun. Let's go.
All
Wait,
right.
is detention right now?
6:30.
It said 6:30, so you have the entire day of school.
Like school.
I'm late for Latin.
Late for a lot of things right now. As the day the day being kind of a moot point in Barovia where it's always perpetually twilight, you all sort of go to classes and all of you make me a perception check, if you
Sure.
would.
Easy. 2.
You're too busy being cool.
That's right.
16.
15, all right.
5.
20,
You're-
23.
23.
12.
Got to see down the field to throw the ball.
All right, then for D and Ollie, you two notice that as you're kind of going through classes, there are just huge patches of students that have just gone missing. They're just not around.
Oh.
The desks are empty. Nobody seems to have made much note of it, but you do also see all of these various prom signage. And I will say, for the sake of it, let me go into my notes. Okay, Ollie, as you are walking through the halls, kind of going through, doing your general like bro thing with your friends, you notice a swampy dryad girl who's currently tending to some of the dead plants in one of the planter boxes.
Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, that's Daphne. That's Daphne for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay. I'm gonna throw something at her.
You're gonna
So she
throw
knows
something at, roll an
How
attack.
good I am at throwing. I think
Roll an
that's the
attack.
move. Okay. Yo, heads up. That's a 9.
As you
I throw
toss
a book.
a book, okay. As you toss a book in their direction and say, heads up, you watch as, without even breaking from what they're doing, a single hand raises and catches it. And kind of just starts thumbing through it. Looks over her shoulder. You can see Daphne, this swampy dryad girl. You can see the skin is this very like deep earthen texture. There are these vines and mycelium that crawl up the arms. The hair is in this sort of perpetual state of being wet without being like gross, where it just has that nice sheen to it, almost like looking at this calm pond of water. There is this like really nice lotus that kind of grows out the side of her head, and she's perpetually in this state of drifting almost. As she says, "Please watch out for the flowers. They're delicate this time of day."
Yeah, the petals have to be open to get the sunlight. I love the sun. Do you also?
I appreciate it for what it can do for the plants, but these are and kind of like turns a little bit to let you see they are these like very small pale white I'm gonna say lotuses.
Yeah.
You can see that as they're sort of shepherding them off away from this pond of water in towards the shadowy bits, they begin to bloom. They're actually more fans of the dark. A lot of swamp foliage tends to root in darker climates, more warm. It should be said that I, Chris, have no idea how any plant works, so I'm just making this up. But as she says it with the
yeah.
absolute confidence of somebody who does know what they're talking about.
No, that's sick. That's cool. Did you know how there are lots of plants in parks? So I go there
That
too.
yeah, that is in fact a place where plants are.
Yeah. So
Was there something you wanted, or is this what bullying is?
No, not bullying. No, like the opposite of bullying.
The
Like, I
opposite
don't
of
hate
bullying
you,
is
I
not
love
bullying.
you. No, I think you're cool.
You love me? What? You,
No,
okay.
back it up. Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. Like, I love the sun and football, and you're like, you're kind of like football, because like I like you, but sometimes it hurts.
It hurts to like me?
No, like it hurts, like in like a cool way. And
Like
so
Zariel kind of cool? Zariel often tells me that being
yeah,
cool is
Zariel's
just...
so cool.
Zariel just punches windows, and
Yeah, our
I think they
parents are
pop the
angels.
tires of... I guess.
Yeah, her parents love light, and
At
so
this
chill.
point, everybody roll me. Everyone except for Ollie, roll me a d20, just real quick.
Yeah. Also, I love that my cat crawled on me, so my eyes are watering. It looks like I'm about to cry. It really adds to the scene. This is that good role play.
Oh, it's
and
crunchy.
not a pet allergy.
Hit me with it, everybody.
Rolled a
What'd you get?
6.
17.
17. 6.
Math.
19.
11.
Alrighty. So, as you're having this conversation, Araxis, you walk out the front door towards whatever other classes you have for the day. It's kind of this grace period that Ollie seems to be chatting up. You're familiar with Daphne. They're nice. They don't really make much impact, but they've been known to be very pretty, very well educated, kind of a little aloof. But as you can see, they're kind of having a conversation, and Ollie is, you can tell from this distance even, Ollie's doing just, he's doing. As you sort of walk up, or in the general vicinity, you can do what you want.
Yeah, no, I think like, so he comes out and he's just like, oh man, that looks like it's going bad. And he'll pull out the pan flute, just play a little, like really as quietly as possible. And Ollie, you have a bardic inspiration, a D6.
Okay.
So, and like the guy's so tall, he can't even like hide. He's over. I think he's the tallest person in the school, unless you say otherwise. My
You'd be surprised.
one of the tallest people in the school. And so he's just he like puts the pan flute away, and he like, I don't know, pulls a notebook out of his, and he just starts scribbling furiously in it, like, and like is sticking around to eavesdrop, but not in a way that it makes it look like he's eavesdropping on them.
All right, so you catch the latter end of this exchange. Ollie, they don't look offended by any means. They just seem confused.
Sure.
Almost this perpetual state of confusion that just comes from not really understanding what people want from them.
Yeah.
As they continue just rambling about plants. They talk about the sun, as you've mentioned it every so often.
Sure.
Is it just...
I have pamphlets.
You do in fact have pamphlets.
Yeah.
So what did you want something?
Yeah. Okay, prom's happening, and if it's like it's more fun like if another person goes.
Well,
So,
lots of
like,
people are going. A lot of people signed up.
right, but like if I could pick you up, and
Like,
then
I
do
think
you
you live
want
further
to go-
than me.
yeah, I know I'd go out of my way, and I could like bring you like a flower that you could put on your wrist. Is that?
You can see as she sort of druid crafts, like, it's a bunch of flowers that kind of go up the arm. I mean, I have a lot, but that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Do you-
I was thinking like if we could do it together.
Make a persuasion, I
Sure.
guess?
Yeah.
With a D6.
With a
You have that
D6.
advantage.
Okay, here's the thing. I rolled pretty good at a 14. I
14?
do have a -1.
Oh,
so it's a
God.
13. But,
It's
like,
not a no, but it's not
like maybe we
quite
could
the
get like a
answer.
group of friends together and we could all go together as like a group.
I will give you another roll for
friends.
that. Go
Okay.
on.
Okay, 18. Wait,
Okay.
no, I probably don't get the D6 anymore.
No.
13 again.
Oh, buddy, hold
it's,
on. Let
It's the
me-
crossover of the Jennifer Garner movie and the Matthew Perry movie. 13 going
I just
on
want you to know
13
you're-
again.
For those of you here, if you'd like to save this encounter, did you know that by donating to the Tiltify, you can save Ollie from his own stupidity?
Maybe make him prom king along with the
Maybe
Daphne.
even make him prom king.
Yeah, for a donation of just $10, you can vote for any of these fine people for prom royalty. We already have 4 votes in, You
That
can
is true.
also gift Nat 20s for a donation of $25. And we do have a redemption of the DM hearing a rumor.
See, what if I want Ollie to do worse? Then you could do a critical fail. But for now,
Yeah, no, like
you can see she almost seems to not be paying attention to what you're saying. But there is this level of like, I don't know if you're asking me out or if this is like a communal thing, because you did very last second mention, oh yeah, we could get a whole bunch of people together. As
yeah, that's the social equivalent of punting, which is something I know about from football.
as she, I mean, it might be nice. There are like a few people in school that I wouldn't mind going with. I think I could try inviting, and you watch as she kind of like mulls over all the people she knows, and it defaults to Atalaya. You see pretty much her only friend. And you know, Atalaya, they are on the they're on the football team. They are this hulking, almost behemoth of a person, a Lamia with a woman torso and a lion body that stands towering over everybody else.
Okay.
Very intense.
Yeah, so I'm more like frail and gothish than that one. Okay. Okay, that's yeah. Okay, cool. I feel confident.
Okay. Are you still picking? Are you gonna be picking everybody up, or?
Sure. Yeah, of course. I'll pick everyone up in a car.
I would.
In my
assume-
car. I have a car.
You have a car?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That sounds great.
I'll have a car.
You okay? You will have a car. I'm gonna go back to flowers now. You
Okay.
See you in class, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of goes back down.
Do
And,
I notice Atraxis is here?
yeah, Araxis is right there.
Sorry, I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering. Atraxa is just okay.
Atraxis is also there.
I will
a
immediately
different
run
character.
over to Araxis. Do you hi? Okay, sick pan fluting.
Hey. Yeah, I tried my best.
Yeah, I think we nailed it. I don't see how that could have gone better. Do you have a car?
Oh, my mom's in town and she should still be here for prom. She's got this fuck off big what are those machines called that are like that's in Descent to Avernus, those big fucking
Those like
soul-
hell dozers, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she's got
infernal engines. Maybe?
Thank you. She's got an
Yeah,
infernal
infernal
engine that's
Okay.
like pretty sizable.
Would she let us drive it?
She
Would
doesn't
she let me drive it, not you.
she doesn't
It does have to be me.
she doesn't
has to
visit
be
me
me.
enough, so I'll just guilt trip her about that.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. I also said a group though.
So you're looking for someone who can drive an infernal engine.
You hear
Yes.
shouted from down the hall.
Zariel, do your parents want to drive? I know I said I have to drive, but if it's your parents, that I'd change it up for that.
You act like I haven't driven illegally before, which I have.
Yeah, I just like
Once.
your parents a lot.
Do
I-
you not
you're
have
not-
a driver's license? Can you not drive?
You don't need a
legally?
license to drive. You just like hit go and then, you know, it's not that complicated.
I think I could also emotionally blackmail my mother into being the chauffeur.
Do you
I-
all not have drivers?
Yeah.
She's
Sorry.
slithering from the corner from one of the nearby classrooms.
No, like obviously, like I have a driver. It's my mom using vampire telekinesis, so it's not
Oh.
like as flashy.
They kinda ju-
Adorable.
I kind of just fly places, you know, and I'll point back to the wings.
How convenient.
We could get a driver, a cool driver. I'm gonna need a lot of bones.
How recently deceased do they need to be?
Oh, pretty deceased. Like, the easier Control Undead can put it together, the better.
Any specific kind of bones?
They have to be able to hold a steering wheel, press a gas pedal, and look fucking sick.
So they need opposable thumbs. Sorry.
You don't need thumbs to drive. I hold the wheel like this.
That's probably why you don't have a license to drive.
Yeah, like
I
a
don't
cat getting up on
understand
the
what you're
counter.
insinuating. It's just comfortable for me.
Right.
Okay, so we have at my house some dead bodies ranging from this morning to last week. Would that work?
Oh, that would be perfect.
They are still in skin.
It would be a little awkward, but I guess I can control zombies too.
You
Why
could
do
always just remove the skin.
Do you guys want to skip our detention later and just go back to my house and grab a
remove
dead
skin?
body?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty hardcore to me.
I've always sort of wondered, like, what's the punishment for missing detention? Like, are they
Probably
gonna give us
more
detention again?
detention.
Well, yeah, but like,
Or
I feel like we cracked the
suspension.
code.
Oh
Ooh.
no school. We're
Okay, but-
seniors, y'all. Who cares?
If we get suspension, we can't go to prom.
What if we... And I'm gonna, like, look at D and then, like, look at Zariel and say, what if we just, like, crashed prom?
I like what you're rolling with, Moth Boy.
Don't
That's-
threaten me with a good time.
Yeah.
Consider
and,
yourself
like,
threatened.
And I can bring some like
gonna blush a little.
Sun Rock CDs. So I have a lot of
Rock.
like rock, like it's like regular rock, but the songs are about how
all
No,
specific.
no sun religion. No sun religion. No.
Well, it'll just remind us to have like a fun and chaste time.
My parents listened to Hillsun enough. I don't want to listen to anymore.
You got this great song about like getting shoes from the sun on Sunday.
Jesus
I have
Christ.
some pamphlets about it.
My want to help you is diminishing.
Okay.
It's not entirely
sun rock.
gone.
No Sun Rock. No Sun Rock. I
Mhm.
might bring my acoust.
Right. Sounds like a plan.
Short for
Well-
acoustic guitar.
I think
No,
we all got
I
that.
got it.
Mhm.
Because like an electric guitar, you can't bring that to a park.
So how many people does the hell car fit?
Legend says, Araxis, that the Helldozer can seat an entire army of nigh undead monstrosities from beyond the fourth dimension. So probably like 8 to 10.
Like 8 to 10 people.
So each of us could like bring another guest.
A date.
Do you
Yeah.
all have
Because you
your
asked dates to prom, not a party.
Well, like sort of like if like everyone else in the party was on a date, then it would kind of be like you were on a date with like the only other person who wasn't specifically on a date.
This guy's never touched another person in his life.
And tonight won't be that
Ollie.
night.
How
Fumbled
tragic.
asking somebody out to prom, even with help. No
Look,
offense.
I'm more of
Yeah.
I'm more of a team player, okay? Like on the football team, like not one person plays every part, okay? One person plays offense, one person plays defense, one person is special teams. That's how football works.
You can hear kind of like passing by. So you're desperate by committee then. And you can see this, you can see the form of this giant octopus sea monster almost. You can see as this sort of trails off of them almost like a long skirt. You can see this shouldered over one bag is some of their like equipment for sports and such, and in the other is just like a bunch of books. And this is Luska. So they sort of walk by and just kind of like turn their head towards you.
Yeah. So, look, Luska, I'm gonna be real with you, okay? You think you got a shot with Daphne?
Do I think
I'd
I have
ask
a
you.
shot with Daphne?
What I'd ask you is, please don't.
Is this a challenge or a
Nope.
desperate plea for the... Okay.
No,
all
more
right.
of the second one.
Yeah, no,
I-
our boy
desperately got
Ollie's
it.
not afraid of
I-
anything.
Except
I really
me
like Daphne,
and everybody.
and I'm not afraid of anything, including asking you politely to let me have a shot at asking her out first.
Honestly, that was a much better approach than I had originally thought you were going to go for. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
respect
I'm not
that.
afraid to throw down my emotional walls and be vulnerable with you.
You know what? Good on you. Good
Yeah.
on you. It kind of like holds out a fist bump.
Yeah, I'll throw down with you anytime. Throw
Fuck
down my
yeah.
emotional
Awesome.
walls.
You kind of see as like they're conversing, their eyes sort of drift over to Moth Boy and then like very quickly away. So
Throughout
are you
the entire conversation between Ollie and Luska, my mouth is not existent. It is a pursed line. Seeing that Luska, steals a glance at me, I am going to kind of float over to them and take a letter out of my jacket and say, hey, Luska, how's it going?
You see now is Luska immediately turns away from the others, and we're gonna roll to see where this goes. Turns immediately over to you, and normally Luska presents themselves as this like super like confident, this almost nigh unstoppable force, able to call down the tempest, rip ships in half, but in your presence they almost seem a little small, even though they tower over you by like another you basically. And you can see as they kind of like crouch down a little bit to meet your gaze. Yeah?
Prom's coming up, and I know it's a little silly, but I wrote this for you, and I open up the letter, and it says, oh my god, I feel so silly reading this. Luska, it would give me 10 tickles, get it, you have tentacles, if you went to prom with me, and maybe a mutual crush we share. Check yes or no, with hearts around the yes.
Roll me a persuasion.
Yes, I can do that.
Hear me out, chat. Now's the time. Hit them with a little donation. Make
can
this
I-
a
A
make this
little
work.
love juice.
Am I still like right next to them? As
Yeah,
this
you're
is
all
happening?
here. They're literally still in like.
I think I'm just gonna slap Moth Boy on the shoulder and just be like, "Hey, good to see you." Guidance, a D4, add it.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 14.
That D4.
And then I rolled a
More like an
4 on that, so it's an 18. And if that ain't good enough, I will use my nat 20 that I already have. And may have gotten donated another one just now.
Well, with a nat 20, as you're reading out this this very heartfelt confession, this ask, this plea to go to prom, you watch as Lucia is kind of like going through their books, like while you're reading, and then presents a letter addressed to you. As they just kind of like hand it to you and then take the one you're holding. Yeah, I'd like that.
I'm
kind of
going
fold it
to
up.
quickly kiss them on the cheek and say, I'm really sorry, but Ollie did a big fumble and we're all going as a group. He thinks that he's like actually going on a date. I don't know if he's actually going on a date, but like you and I and maybe the third person, you know who she is. We'd be on a date. I don't know about him.
Well, I'm all for the thing involving. I don't really know how to help Ollie, to be honest, but I think he'll be fine, probably.
Thanks.
We're-
I'm still standing right here.
Ollie,
And you're doing great, bud. You're doing great.
Ollie, I'm
I'm
taking
gonna-
everyone to my house to get fucking dead bodies for you, bro. Like, we are helping.
That's
No,
right.
no, I appreciate it. I feel like you're like a light in my life.
I am literally the opposite of that. I would rather be the deepest, darkest pit of despair in your toe, and that works for us.
Sure. Yeah, but like, kind of like in my metaphor, you're like just like this beacon in the sky.
A big black sun. I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's our compromise.
Well, whenever you get that situated, just send me a text. If you get around to that mutual third, then I say go for it. But just want to make sure we get everybody's colors, coordinate a little bit. I kind of like looks over at you, Ollie. Good luck, bro. Walks
Hey,
off to practice.
Go Bats.
Go Bats!
Listen, I'm down to skip detention and go de-flesh bodies, but I got a thing to do before we go. So
You're just gonna leave it at that? You're not gonna, like, fill us in as to what the thing is?
no, it's a
or-
surprise for everybody. You'll hear it.
You're not doing the senior prank, are you?
I already did my part. No.
Okay, good, because I'm about to release 3 Varg wheels into the school labeled 1, 2, and 4, and I just didn't want to step on your toes.
Oh no, my I poisoned the principal's coffee supply, and he's having horrible dreams about being back in school with all of us in his underwear.
Oh shit! I
that's
thought
just-
I thought
Why?
that the senior prank was like switching out all of Strahd's clothing to make sure that he had to show up in a maid outfit, but
Did we?
Oh
all pull a
yeah,
senior
but
prank?
I also did the other thing.
You
sort
all
of did, like-
collectively did different senior
I
pranks.
sort of did like an anti-senior prank where I just kind of like put some like good news like on like a fake $100 bill that I left at like various servers for like a tip, but it just tells them about like the sun.
At this point, can like a screaming Varg wheel, which is like a floating head with bat wings, like crash into Ollie's head or something like that?
Sure, hold on. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Can I do something to impose disadvantage?
The chat can.
We're being so mean.
Leaving the good news tip. No,
Exactly,
no,
I
think
was
listen.
muted because my cat's been screaming. I am
Free Quinn.
dexterity-
free her.
She is free. She just
Free
can't
Quinn.
go out and around, and it's a problem. So that's a 9.
Not. As you finish telling this hilarious anti-prank, a screaming wheel bursts through one of the nearby walls and hits you in the back of the head.
Sure. Ah.
Wow, there goes number 4.
Where's
was a
number
nice
3? Are we gonna be
That's-
looking for that?
That's the prank.
Oh, is that 3 is the hardest one to find? Okay, so
Let's-
y'all get the bodies. I'll go look for number 3.
All right, just make sure you meet us back where you need to meet us.
Yeah. I got this.
With all that in mind, who's following Araxis to do the thing? You all go your separate ways.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the thing is.
All right, Zariel follows suit. Anybody else?
I'll go. I'm nosy.
I'll
But
go.
I stay in the shadows.
I'll go. And when D walks into the shadows, I'm going to non-creepily walk into the I'm announcing my presence into
Announcing your presence in the shadows.
the shadows with you, D. I had a question for you. I know you're kind of like, you've got this like hot, I'm too cool for this attitude, but I was thinking, since you'll be there, that perhaps you would, and totally feel free to say no, if you wanted to go like as dates again. Ollie doesn't, I don't know if he really has a date, but like you would be my date and Luska's date, if you're interested.
I am certainly interested.
Excellent. I will
What
make
color dress?
you look divine. in purple and black. And I would love to see you in that.
I'll make it happen.
Excellent. If you have any requests of us, happy to oblige.
Just curious, what is your carry weight with those wings?
It'll just be me and you. Unfortunately, I cannot carry Luska as well.
No, not for prom, just in general.
I would say about 300 pounds total.
Impressive.
I'm gonna blush a little bit and say, I'm looking forward to deboning the bodies with you later. I think it'll be fun.
Yes, it's gonna be exciting.
Okay, well, I'll let you walk in the shadows now, and I'm just gonna scurry away.
Oh, you could have. Okay.
No. I could not have. No.
All the meanwhile, Araxis and I believe Zario's just following, just like hanging
Yeah.
out. All right.
I'm like intrigued. I'm like, Araxis, I didn't think you were such a bad kid.
You know,
Araxis, what are you doing?
I'm usually not, but that's how you get them. They think you're all chill and things, and then you don't really get caught.
Oh my god, element of surprise. You're like the secret puppet master of all this. All right, whatever you need me to do, I'm game.
Yeah, I might need your help carrying something.
I can carry stuff.
Yeah, so he they bribed the AV department, like for all their like speakers, like the long line hookups, like has gotten them to hook everything up to the like PA system, has these fuck off huge like speakers, and like also bribed. He owes a lot of favors at this point, but bribed somebody for like a stage in a box, like just big enough for him to stand on, so it just looks nice. And like as football practice or whatever sport, football practice is happening, he's like come out with Zariel's help, quickly set this up, and is like standing on top of the stage. Since electric guitars exist and he's a musician, he had one of them stashed away, and he just kind of
bring that to a park.
It's outside of a school. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. It's just
he
like
kinda,
I don't know. You can't bring it to a park. Okay.
he's got the electric guitar on. It's hooked up. He's like got like a mic in front of him, and he's just like, "Ooh, okay, I can do this. Sorry to interrupt your football practice, but I have a very important question for one of you." Takes a deep breath. And he has like, there's a long cord that comes out, and then all around he's like, as it comes out, he's casting prestidigitation for like the 3 different effects, so that the music is like reverberating like everywhere across the field. And bear with me, y'all. Come with me to prom. Come with me to prom. Save me from my heartbreak. Just say yes. Just say yes. Say yes to this proposal today. And like does the whole thing, and then throws the guitar and kind of like walks slowly and carefully towards Attilia.
All right. So, as you approach Attilia, who has wasn't super aware that this was directed towards them until you were directly in front of them. They're just kind of like, "Yeah, what? Oh." Can see full-on gear for the football team, currently holding off like one of the others who's still practicing just by the helmet, who has, because they essentially tower over them and over you, even as tall as you are. See the rippling biceps and pectorals and muscles all across, as make a persuasion. I'm gonna say advantage because of that all of that.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God, I needed that persuasion. It was a 2. With persuasion, that is gonna be a 21.
20. Oh, I don't have to. Okay. You can see that, like, despite Adalea having, or Tilia having this, like, very, I would say very intense expression a lot of the times, they're always very, like, yeah, let's go! There's this almost softness, this gentle nature to her that you had seen previous, which is kind of what got you on this path, as they kind of, like, tilt their head the way the cats do, and just, I'd love to.
Great. Yeah, we can we can talk more about clothing and stuff. Also, we're going with a group, I guess. Ollie kind of fumbled their own prom proposal, so we're trying to help with that, but sorry.
If
about-
this is a football practice, am I still
Yeah, you're
right
here. You're like, you're the one who's currently being held.
It's actually kind of like lowers like the pressure of it, and is a very chill way to ask someone to go to prom. Fun fact. Also, fumbles this season 0 from me. Okay.
Well, 1.
Interceptions 1. 1 interception, 0 fumbles.
No, Araxis has a point. You did do a fumble this season, and it was
430
about
completed
30
passing
minutes
yards.
ago.
430 completed passing yards.
Biggest fumble of your career.
No, it's
Sure.
hey, look, it's okay. This is just the start.
Why is everyone here for this?
We're gonna help.
They're all just popping up.
We're gonna help our boy. It's okay. You know what they say in football? You can turn a fumble into a touchdown. That works, right?
Yeah, you can. You technically can.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
so-
Okay, I was
Just
on the
for the hell
baseball
of it,
team.
because I'm enjoying this bit. Daphne also shows up. Let's just help him with what?
Oh, help with the team and how it works, because the fans are also part of the team.
I'm
cheering.
just your fan.
No,
I thought we were friends.
you think we're friends?
You guys are
we?
friends.
Yep.
We
Maybe
are-
more.
We are friends.
And more?
More? Super
Best
best
friends.
Best friends.
Oh my God, really?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I agree. Yes. Yes. Fumbled. Best friends over here.
Hey, Daphne, do you want to help Ollie with his prom outfit or something? You know,
Make a
since we're all
persuasion.
best friends.
Make a persuasion.
All right. Luckily, I'm a paladin. That is a 13.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot of convincing. It's Daphne. As she, does he need help?
I just think there's like
outfit?
underrated potential here. I think he could be really dapper if he had like a right guiding hand for someone who's used to like taking care of individuals that need a lot of attention. Plants.
Yeah,
is
like
what I'm
Do you
saying.
need a lot of attention?
Yeah, I know. No, like I'm pretty low key. Like I just like to like hang out at like a park.
He's really just like a plant, Daphne.
Just
Yeah.
He loves the
I-
sun.
loves the
Prunes.
sun.
That's it.
I need prunes.
You need prunes? Kind of like
Pruning.
he reaches in and like has like a bag of dried fruit. I think
You
there
want
are some
someone to
prunes
cut
in
you
there.
down?
Wait, what?
No, like my tuxedo t-shirt is gonna look cool, but you could make it look cooler.
You should give him a boutonniere
The boutonniere.
of your favorite flower.
Yes.
Hmm.
'Cause
She
we're-
seems into it. She's just kind of
Yeah.
like drifting off with the ideas of like, what is my favorite flower? You kind of like, she walks up to you, Ollie, and just kind of like holds you by the face and is like almost studying you. You can tell that she's probably piecing together some kind of like outfit, as like, it is in no way romantic at this current moment, as she's just
no,
like,
but she's touching my face. That's pretty cool.
I'm definitely high-fiving someone in the background.
Oh, I'm high-fiving all of you in my head.
Oh, you're so tall.
you have a very You have a very warm complexion. It's not
Yeah.
normal.
It's because I'm in the sun. This is natural. This is a normal tone.
There's
that
like
happens.
a tiny bit of smoke that's just like wafting from like the top of your head.
Yeah, a little bit. A little
Um,
bit. That's normal. That's like an illusion from the heat.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll probably get something put together. I think that shouldn't be too difficult. I can meet you at. Do you want to meet before prom or before you pick everybody up?
Yeah, you and I will meet first.
Okay, sure. I can
yeah.
get you some. I can get something ready.
Yeah. And we'll have a car. Because my car.
It's your car.
Yes.
Okay. I'm excited to see your car. What do you
Taking it
drive?
further.
It's something
Nobody help him.
small, good for the environment.
Something small and good. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
And then I look over.
I'm going to message Cantrip him and say, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna message back. I don't know.
If
I'm
you
so
clinch
scared.
this,
Still
you're
holding
going
your
to have
face.
to steal this fucking car because she will assume that this is your fucking car, bro. Say you've rented it. Say you rented it.
I rented a car
I
for
thought you were,
prom.
I thought you had a car.
I had a car that I rented.
You
I don't have a car.
you don't have a car.
We're borrowing a car from Araxis's mom to go to prom.
See, there's like. So you lied to me?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I get like nervous when I talk to you. Like it's not like when I talk to the football team. Cause like, you know, there's like only 3 of them, but it's like you're like more important to me and that you think that I'm cool. And so yeah, we're borrowing a car and everyone else has dates. So yeah, so I lied to you. Do you want to go on a date with me to prom? As a date.
Make
Can I donate my nat 20? I have gotten
I-
2 nat 20s donated
don't
to
need
me.
it.
know about that
I don't need it. I got heart.
Make a persuasion, and I'm
Ugh.
gonna say a disadvantage because
Yeah.
you prefaced it with "I lied to you.
Yes,
Please go
for
on a date."
sure. Okay, so 13 or the second roll of 14, which is better than the 13. So the 13 just gets minus down to 12.
12.
Normally I try to be really honest, and I think telling you that I lied shows that I'm honest. Because if I was normally dishonest, I would have just lied about it.
She kind of just looks at you and says, "Well, I appreciate your honesty, I suppose. Well, how about we go as friends? I'll get your tux ready, and we'll see where it goes, I suppose."
Honestly, when you said we were friends earlier, that was the first time that was confirmed for me, so that's sick. I'm very pumped for that, if that is where we land today.
Okay. As she kind of chuckles a little bit, and I guess I'll go to
See you for
your-
prom.
Yeah, I'll see you for prom.
prom.
We'll meet up earlier and we can
Okay.
get that sorted out.
Okay.
She kind of walks off, leaving the 5 of you to your own devices. And
Gonna
I'm-
like walk up to Araxis. Yeah. Fumbled.
As
Yeah,
Ollie's
right.
walking up, Araxis is leaning into Adalea and says, "Do you see what I mean?"
I do, yeah, I do.
And then Ollie, you say fumbled, yeah.
You said we're friends.
Yep.
Dude, you guys could have been dates.
It went pretty medium, I have to say.
Why didn't you just say you were bringing the hell car?
I forgot.
You know, you could have said that the reason you don't have your own car is you walk to be environmentally conscious.
Oh, that's so good. It's
Or
not
that you
true.
crashed it since you lied that you had a car in the first
No,
place.
no. I fixed the lying, and now I didn't do that. And that was good. Because now we're friends.
Actually, yes, admitting that you lied was good, even if it was awkward.
Yeah, that's what we call a field goal. It's not the ideal result, but we'll take it.
The game is still on, and I think you have a chance.
Yeah, that's not wrong.
You think I have a chance to stay friends with her?
I think you have a chance to stay special friends with her, if you
Oh
know
my
what I
God.
mean.
I wouldn't aim
I'm
that
gonna
high.
throw up. I'm
A lot of,
nervous.
lot of things
I
can
got
happen
nervous.
on prom night.
Yeah,
Sure.
Not those things.
my belly's
Likely-
nervous. My belly's nervous.
We'll
If
take
you
it
hurt
one
her,
step
I'll
at a
kill
time.
you.
If I hurt her, you won't have to.
Sheesh.
I'll be hurting pretty bad.
That's emotionally,
She
I mean
means
physically.
a lot to me. She's
As
one of my
they
friends.
get back to practice.
I think because I know that we're gonna be we might be breaking soon. I think as Zariel is seeing all of her friends like starting to pair up for prom, there's like a brief flashback of like Zariel just like asking out on a date this like high femme angel girl, and like she and her friends like kind of laugh it off, and it doesn't go very well. And then you see Zariel at home in the mirror, like painting like a skull on her face, just being like, if I act like nobody likes me, then I'm not gonna get hurt if they don't. And then it's just gonna cut back to her, like putting a hand on Ollie's shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, we'll make this night good for you."
Thanks.
Damn.
You're pretty chill, Zariel, even though you're insanely violent.
I do what I can. Oh, my face! A Varg wheel crashes into my face.
As you kind of collapse to the ground, and this will be our little, let's say a little hook to get into the second part. As you are face first in the grass, regaining consciousness from being struck in the face with a wheel, an angelic figure towers over you, offering a hand. It is a Azamar girl named Wenla, the one that you had asked out a while ago, who just says, "Are you okay?" And that's
Yeah.
where we're gonna cut for break.
Ooh, shit. Okay, y'all. We're gonna take a quick tenor. Do a bio break, do a shrimp check, all the things that you need to take care of yourself, because that's what we're gonna do. Also, check out the Tiltify. We've already met our original goal of $200, but we can still fundraise more. And you can vote for prom royalty. So far, we have 4 votes in. Nobody is in the lead. So get your prom votes in. Get them in now.
Vote.
$10 for a prom vote. And we'll
$10.
be
Vote
back.
early, vote often.
Vote early,
Please.
vote often. Get your votes
Vote early,
in.
vote often for Araxis.
Hey.
Just saying. Boy's the
And
cutest.
see you in 10. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. We are so excited to be here with you for our silly little game of School of Strahd, the Curse of Prom. We are raising funds for the ACLU, an amazing organization based here in the United States that defends the right of all people nationwide, including abortion care, trans people's right to live freely, people's right to vote, and so much more. We actually just got our matching gift from our matching gift donor, Bogus Cheesecake, who is an Alaska-based TTRPG company making unique content and systems like Bolarius. So we've raised $305 today. Can I get an ooh ooh?
Ooh.
Thanks. Yes, I didn't know if y'all were gonna do it. Incredible. Right
Commit
now, in the chat, we have pinned our donation link. If you go there, you'll see that if you donate $10, you can vote for prom royalty. All 5 of these beautiful faces on screen, and even some of the NPCs voiced by Hama are up for votes. So far, we have 4 votes in, so we need at least one more vote. Let's make it a nice little 5, because I like 5, 10, 15, 20. Those are the kind of things that I like. So let's do that.
Vote for Daphne, please.
Vote for Daphne. If you donate $15 or more, we'll have a DM heard a rumor. So if you're Mr. Poopy Butthole and the DM hears a rumor from you because you donated $15, maybe that rumor is, I heard a rumor that Mr. Poopy Butthole does actually have a poopy butthole. I don't know. If you donate $25 or more, you can gift a auto crit to any of our players. The fumbler bees fumbling, so please gift those to Ollie. He needs them. Don't give me that look, Phil. Don't give me that look.
Phil's not gonna use them.
Okay. Let me clarify something. Ollie didn't fumble. See, what Ollie did was Ollie found his crush, Daphne, and wanted to do a little promposal, but got a little nervous. So to not put so much pressure on Daphne, and also not so much pressure like on myself, I suggested maybe going as like a big group in a car that I own. Later, I would admit that I do not own a car and that I lied. But that's the honest thing to do, is to tell people that you're lying. And I think everyone kind of agrees that Ollie nailed it, and everyone's really impressed.
I don't
by
know
that.
if I would say that Ollie nailed it per se, but I would say that I have clinched 2 yeses to dates. One with a check yes or no, and one with a hey, I know this isn't really your thing, but I think you're really cool and hot, and will you go to prom with me? And they both said yes. I'm really excited to debone some humans later, so we can have a driver for prom, because Ollie needed one.
Is debone the humans a euphemism? It sounds
It's
like
not.
It's the
No.
opposite of
They're
a euphemism.
defleshing these
I
guys.
thought it was
We are
debone
taking the
humans
flesh off the bone.
Mhm,
That's
love
that's
that.
a euphemism, all right.
later. Yeah.
Absolutely, we love deboning.
Yes, we're skipping detention to go do that as well. I think it's gonna be adorable to go with this little throuple date to the prom and watch poor Ollie. What was the word? Fumble?
Yeah.
I don't
fumble.
do
Fumble.
Even
I
with
don't do
help.
Down.
sports.
Safety, which isn't worth as many points, but it's more impressive because it happens more rarely.
You know, I could try. I wonder if I could use suggestion to make you less nervous. Can I suggest that you be confident? We should give that a try.
I mean, I'm down for that. We can do that.
Oh lord.
And then we find out it's a Space Jam water situation.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was really just.
It was
Yeah.
all. It was within you all the. Anyway,
was in
with
my
all
heart.
that in mind, that little recap of events
Christ.
long past. Jesus Christ. We jump right back into it.
Wasn't there an angel standing over
there-
Zariel?
It is.
It's too bad for her.
Zariel-
I don't care about love.
Zariel, you're seeing 2 of them right now.
Oh,
As the
fuck
world is
yeah.
still sort of spinning around you, you're not sure if it's the head injury or unladen feelings that you push deep down inside. But they are currently they're standing over you, arm outstretched. Just, do you need a hand?
Zariel takes in what's happening, stands up very quickly by themselves. No, I don't. I can stand up by myself. First thing they teach you in cool person school.
We go to the same. Is this like a? Is this like a separate school that you go to?
This is a school of life. It's the life that I live. I don't accept people's hands, and I don't go on dates.
Seems very limiting, especially with high school.
What do you want?
I was just checking to see if you're okay, but if you're gonna be this about it, then fine, forget it.
Yeah, I will be this about it. And you know what?
What?
I don't know. I got nothing for that one. I just got attacked by a bat.
This looked more like a wheel, but I guess.
It's a little of both. All right. Well, I'm going to prom with my friends, it turns out. So, see you there or not.
Okay. I mean, I am too.
Oh,
but-
cool.
Yeah.
Get not were we in
Yeah.
math? We were in math class together, right?
Amidst a few others, but yeah.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
No,
Did you
no.
forget to do your homework?
No, it's
Did you not do your homework because it's cooler that way?
It's mostly the concussion, but yes, I haven't done homework in a long time.
Oh, okay. You know if your grades are slipping, I can help tutor you, right?
I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go to college. I think I might just work at Avernus for a little while.
Well, don't you have passions, dreams, things you want to aspire to? Why work in Avernus?
Because I'm a contrarian, you know? People tell me to do stuff, and I do the other thing. And then I never run out of stuff to do.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of like doing what they tell you to do? Doesn't that get exhausting? Just constantly not doing what people tell you to do, even if they have their best interests in mind?
Are you going to law school or something?
No, but I haven't quite figured that out yet.
Okay. Well, you've given me something to think about. I guess I'll see you at prom, Wenla.
Yeah, I'll see you there. As there's this sort of palpable pause in the conversation, you hear over their shoulder the familiar sounds of, I'm gonna say, Stacy and somebody give me a name.
Wasey.
Rebecca.
Stacy and Wasey.
Wayne.
Yeah. Stacy and Wasey and the third one that Phil said, as they call out, Wenla, we're going to the, I forgot where people go, mall. Are you talking to him again? As she kind of like looks over her shoulder, doesn't say a word, but kind of like relents and just like, I'll see you at prom.
I'll see you at prom.
Starts walking off.
I think I handled that pretty well.
That was so sad.
What are you
yeah,
talking
like
about?
I was bummed out by that.
What are you talking about? The popular girls dislike me. I feel like that's
I don't think all of them do.
check mark.
I
What do you mean?
kind of think that Stacy was like trying not to be an asshole right there.
I
Stacey-
think
you mean Wenla?
Stacy was an
Oh,
asshole, but Wenla was being pretty chill.
Yes. Stacy,
Look,
Wasey, Winland, all of those names sound very similar to me. Sorry.
It's angel stuff. I asked out Wenla before, and she wasn't interested, and her friends laughed. So I don't know why she's suddenly being nice to me, but I think it's a trick, and I'm not going to accept it because that's safer.
You know, I think a lot of times relationships evolve, and maybe the best thing to do instead of trying to rush into something romantic would be to start something platonic, like a friendship. And that if you started a friendship, that wouldn't be fumbling.
And starting
Oh.
it without lying, perhaps.
Yeah. honesty is really important to me as of an hour ago. So,
That's pretty good advice, Ollie. Did you get it from your favorite social media app, Fumbler? No E.
okay. I don't know that you can make those jokes anymore.
You
I mean,
leave
like,
me alone! Stop
if-
bullying me!
All right,
if the rest
so
of them want to roast me, like we're good.
the
But
two of you can't roast each other. We
right,
can roast
we're
both
roast
of you.
proof.
I'm-
Yes, the roast hierarchy.
I'm the one who puts the bones together. You have to be nice to me.
Roasting is nice. It's all in loving fun.
I think maybe you should put the bones together of your feelings and express those.
You want my feelings to bone together.
Yeah, your feelings to. Yeah,
You want my feelings to bone.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, like, I kind of learned a lot about it from, like, studying the sun. So.
What
Hey,
bell
let's
just
go
went
debone
off?
those bodies.
Yeah,
We should go do that.
How are we? Whose house are we going to again?
mine.
Cool.
Did
Well, how do
y'all
you usually
drive
get
here?
home?
Well, I fly, on the count of, and I'll flap my wings. D, if you want to ride, I can, or if you'd rather just meet me there.
I actually, yes. She pulls a sending stone out and whispers into it to her nanny that she is going to a friend's. And
Oh my god, a friend.
Pockets
We're
it.
friends. She thinks we're friends. I'm sorry I had
That's
to.
awesome. Being friends is cool. It's not a loss.
I've always wanted to fly. I asked Daddy to buy me a nightmare, but
Maybe later
He
after
said
I
it was
get
a
my
waste
first
of-
job, I'll buy you one.
oh, that would be amazing.
Anything for
What
you,
kind
D.
of job are you gonna have that much money for?
I'll do a little this, a little that. Probably freelance, murder, the usual.
Oh, I do love an assassin.
So, here's the address. If you guys want to take like an extra 5 to 10 minutes, it's totally fine with me.
Honestly, I was gonna hold down the fort for everybody in detention, so that we can all go to.
You're
prom.
not going to
You don't have to
detention,
do that.
Ollie.
That's not how it works. That's also not how it works. Just because you go to detention doesn't mean that we don't go to detention.
I think I can handle it.
Ollie, if you go to
this-
detention, I'm not deboning bodies for you.
No, but I'm like really persuasive.
Just
No,
come
you're
with
not, bro.
We're gonna crash prom. It's okay.
Okay.
That's what I'm challenging you to do. Not to hang out in detention, but to crash prom with us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, like I guess. Yeah, like. Can I hang out outside while you guys are like doing the bodies? Like, are we doing that outside?
We're doing it outside, yes. The sun
Okay,
will
okay,
be
cool.
slightly shining.
Would make a huge
go.
mess
Let's
inside too.
Let's go. No, I'm down. I'm down.
Also,
That sounds better.
Araxis, how tall are you exactly?
9'11".
Okay, you would fit inside of my home, but it is made for short people, so you would have to stoop under the doors. But I'll bring refreshments outside, even some non-bloody ones.
We'll also be
Appreciate it.
outside for a lot of it. No, there's no sky that's too tall for you.
Yeah.
Or too
And if
short
I
for
ever
you.
seem like I'm standing in the shade, it's because I didn't realize that the shade moved to where I was. I didn't move into it intentionally because my skin hurt.
You're a
Good to
vampire,
know.
right? I'm a little
Aren't you-
unclear on that.
Weren't you supposed to stop lying?
Okay. Can I tell you all a secret?
Sure.
This isn't a real tan.
You don't say.
I know the tone looks so natural on me, but if I don't really rub this stuff on, I can't be in the sun for more than 15 minutes. So,
You should get one of those big hats.
then I wouldn't be in the sun. I'd be under a hat.
That's kind of the point.
No, but like
I'm sorry. D, did I get you sick? I'm so sorry. Achoo.
Oh, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, but yeah, I think honesty is gonna be my new thing. I think that's gonna be. I'm gonna be a straight shooter, because like the sun doesn't obfuscate anything. The sun just shows you and reveals things that are true.
I don't know, man. Seems like you might be denying some true like feelings and true like realities there.
No, I'm pretty chill now. Cause like I'll just like say how I'm feeling. Ask me anything. I'm
How's
an
your
open book.
skin right
It
now at this
hurts
moment?
really
Okay,
bad.
great.
It
Well,
hurts
that's
so
progress.
bad.
You're admitting it.
I learned healing magic not because I worshipped a god, but I learned healing magic so I could worship a god. I need to use cure wounds on myself every 2 hours I am in the sun.
You only give 200%, and if tonight goes well, you're gonna make Daphne really happy one day.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get you inside Mothboy's
Let's
house
go.
before you shrivel
I
up.
am in pain.
See the crackling, you see the divine light as it courses
Yeah.
through his veins, just like, help. Anyway, so as you all ignore detention and make your way off campus, much to the chagrin of the one person chaperoning detention, you make your way over to Mothboy's house, and you can see all the very swampy-like textures, the big ramshackle housing, and Mothboy's house proper. What are you guys doing?
So, Ollie, you can stay in the sun and hurt yourself, or everyone can come inside as I go down to the basement and grab the bodies. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of sun today. I think I'm okay to like go inside for a little
Okay. We can bring him back to the outside. There's like a gazebo, and I'll just throw a tarp down. And I will let everyone in. Mom and Dad are at work, right? My mom and dad work. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go down to the basement and I lug a body up. It's a...
Roll me a perception check, just real quick.
I don't wanna.
Oh, all right, never mind.
No,
Ollie,
I'm
roll
doing
me a
it. Oh, well, maybe I don't wanna. It's an 8.
I don't
As you
want-
go downstairs to lug the bodies, you hear something faint, a whisper. Seems to be coming from the corpses.
I'll put my face down near it and say, "You're fucking dead, right?"
How close do you get to the body?
Like this much, which is like a 1.5 feet.
1.5?
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Frick. I also don't wanna.
Alright, cool. Ollie, make a dexterity.
How does a
Got
13
it.
sound?
13. You watch as you lean in closer to the body, this corpse, decaying, having preserved faintly by the general swamp-like textures of your basement. Just humanoid in nature, once, maybe. But as you get closer and closer to it, those whispers get a little louder. As you begin to focus in on them, a hand reaches for your face. But as you just barely get out of the way, you watch as the body starts to right itself. You can see the eyes are glowing as it says, "Usurper, the king's crown has been stolen." As they start marching towards you.
And what about it? What do you want me to do about it?
Find it.
Okay.
As
I get a driver to prom. You get someone who finds the crown. Deal?
make a persuasion.
A 27.
Sheesh.
27.
I've got a +8 to persuasion.
That's fair. Yeah, no, that's fair. As they walk over to you, you can see a less aggressive stance is taken as they're just kind of standing there, the two bodies. All will be lost. Find the crown. You can see as, with those last words, this ghostly trail exits the body and dissipates as the two of them drop to the floor.
I'm gonna go and like kick the one that was talking and say, wait, do we have a deal or do I need to debone your body?
You're on your own.
I've got your bones, and I'm gonna drag them upstairs.
All right, you do exactly that.
Okay, everybody. Under the gazebo. Can one of you pick up the tarp underneath the sink?
I can do it.
Why do we need drivers?
How?
We're not. I mean, I don't have a license.
I have a
thing...
license, but I don't think all the blackmailing in the world is going to convince my mother to let me drive her.
She
Don't
more
car at
okay
this
with us
point.
using necromanced bones to
Look,
do it?
if you don't have a
Probably.
responsible adult around, you make one,
Yeah.
as the old saying goes.
Driving
Mhm.
is so pedestrian.
Yeah, I don't know
Isn't
about
that
you, Ollie,
the
but I want to
opposite of
hang
that,
out with
Dee?
my dates on the way to prom, not be the chauffeur.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was worried it was like because I lied earlier and said we had a driver, and like I was like, wait, did we fix this with just me telling the truth? Is this just an extra thing we're all doing now? I just wanted to make sure that that's not where we landed.
This
Speaking of, though,
all part-
Ollie, you get 4 text messages from your mom asking you where you are.
Right.
5 text messages. 6.
Mr. Honesty, yeah,
Uh,
it's
10.
okay.
I'm gonna call her up. I'm
12.
just gonna hit call, and I'm gonna be like, it's my mom. Be fucking chill.
You can feel the rage, but it never exits that sort of cold whisper of undeath as she says, "Where are you?"
I'm with some friends. We're getting ready for prom.
Why was I given a call from the school that you got detention and then never showed up?
Okay, to be fair, the reason you got a call from the school saying that I got detention and didn't show up is because that is what happened. But, okay. Can I explain myself? Please.
Make a persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh, but I think it will be very persuasive. Because I'm going to prom with a group. One of the people in the group is a nice vampire girl.
Are you lying?
I'm not lying. That's the truth. There is a nice vampire girl in the group I'm going to prom with.
Is there? Wait, who's a vampire?
Isn't he a vampire?
No, she a serpent person.
She's a
Serpent.
snake.
Oh, God.
I mean, okay, wait. So Moth Boy is vampiric in nature and uses
Yeah.
any and all pronouns.
Yes.
Vampire
There
girl.
you go.
Up to you, DM. Up to you, DM. You tell me if this is deception or persuasion.
I will. Either way, you will get advantage. I will leave it up to you if
Also,
you
I'ma
want to
tell-
do this by a lie of omission or
I'm
if it's like
gonna
true
tell
deception.
you this. It's a -1 modifier no matter which one we choose.
Well, I leave it up to you then. You get advantage. because
Advantage. Okay,
you-
I like
I'm gonna
advantage.
say, given the scenario, you do know how to pluck your mom's heartstrings, like
Okay.
manipulate her in the way you need to.
So it would have been a 6, but instead, it's a 13.
Woo!
Nice.
Mommy.
Mother.
You can see there's a bit of a nice vampire girl.
Yeah. She hates the sun. She loves the night. She She loves blood.
What's her name?
Moth boy. Mom, I'm gonna be real with you. I turned over another new leaf. This isn't. I mean, this is
Another
like-
one.
Yes, well, because like I turned over the new leaf when I decided to worship the sun. And I know you didn't like love that because you're like a creature of the night and it would kill you, but like I am being honest now.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm grounded for forever, I understand. But tonight, it's prom night. And if I'm going to live for an extra 500 years as a half vampire, I don't want to live 500 years regretting that I didn't go to prom.
Make a persuasion at advantage.
Oh, I'm good.
I think as this combo's happening, Araxis is just whistling. You can take you can take a D6 if you need it.
Okay, I will, because it's a 12, and that's not great. So with the D6, it's 13.
Oh my fucking god.
You know
You
what? I'm
hear-
also a bard, and I will
you'd
also
like to.
whistle to that tune
Sure.
and give
Collectively.
yeah, another D6.
Now, it's a 16.
16. You best thank Jess with all your heart, because that's just enough, as she says, we will discuss this after prom. Have a fun time. As she hangs up on you.
Call her back.
What?
Love you, Mom.
There's like a solid couple of seconds of just
Thank you.
nothing. A few seconds after that, she says, I love you too.
Okay, bye.
Hangs up.
God, she's the worst. I hate her.
Was that honest?
No, it's actually
Mm.
pretty chill. She works really hard,
Mhm.
but like she like sucks and doesn't understand the sun. But whatever, it's cool. She helps out a lot, like, and kind of lets me go to Sun Church. That's pretty cool.
So I'm just dragging the body out now.
Yeah,
that-
just with
that-
no help.
And I'm going to stop at the door, and I'm going to like get our like deboning knives, and I'm going to pick a knife for me and for D, and I'm going to say, anybody else in on this action?
Oh, I'm pretty good at dismembering.
I brought my own knife.
Cool. I pick up 4 knives and continue dragging out to the gazebo. Does anyone want the first stab?
Are
Hey,
we stabbing or are we slicing?
And this is probably because I drink the blood. I like a good stab first. Usually that's when it's fresh though. So yeah, this has been about a week. So maybe we should just slice it off. You're right,
If
Dee.
you're
A
getting
little
into the
flesh
deeper parts.
fillet.
I do like kind of a stab and then slice.
The stag and drag. Stab.
Yeah, especially if it's serrated, you sort of go up and down and use the serration to kind of get through it, like it's crispy, crunchy bread.
That is a sentence you just used.
Or like pork belly.
Zariel's taking mental notes as someone who's only taken stray bones from around the neighborhood and has not actually claimed any lives of her own. She's
I
like,
feel like
"That makes
Ollie
sense."
and Zariel are on like intersecting paths going the opposite way.
Pretty much.
Question. Can you just entice the bones out of the body without requiring all the finesse?
You know, It's so interesting that you say that, Dee, because the bones were the bone suit was talking to me earlier, and it called me, you usurper, find the crown. And then I gave it an offer, you drive for me, I find your crown, and then it kind of just fucked off back into the universe.
What are you talking about? What?
Do you have drugs in your basement? Can we have them for tonight?
I mean, I'm sure there are some like funky little mushrooms growing down there because it's pretty dank, but no, I'm honest, y'all. Like,
That's sick.
what happened, and then it kind of just like ghosted away.
Araxis starts cutting into the body.
Same, just.
I mean, honestly, if you just go around an arm, you can pull the skin off like a glove.
I think
Those are words.
we might be able to speed things up here, but is the tarp down? Like, are we mess free here, Mothboy?
Yeah, it's down.
Right. I probably can command the bones a little bit, make things a little bit easier. And Zariel is going to do like a gesture with their hands. There's like golden light around them. Presses their hands down onto the chest of this individual. Takes a deep inhale. Inflict wounds! And causes a huge explosion in their chest cavity.
There is gore and viscera all over the place. It's just this almost like splash zone of intestines and what was probably once skin, now charred a little bit from the sheer divine radiance that was brought down upon it. But now you just have like a party bowl skeleton. You can see a lot of the internal organs and the skin around the chest cavity is just fucking gone.
Some of it got in my mouth.
Most of it is, yep.
This is giant spider woven silk.
Listen, new prom outfit. Fresh blood splatters. I think this is a statement that the school could really use. For me, I mean, you all can change, I guess. Someone has prestidigitation, right? Yeah, see, it's fine.
I hate you right now.
Oh, look at the size of this rib. I start putting ribs together.
I would say, for the sake of expediency, you managed to collect the bones of these two individuals. Some of them a bit charred, others a bit broken in places, but enough to create a functioning servants.
So, Mothboy, they spoke to you.
They did. Usually they only say, please don't kill me before I kill them. But, you know, we killed them last week and they were talking to me. At first they were whispering and then I got closer and they kept calling me an usurper. So yeah, that's never happened to me before. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, I don't think you've usurped anything in your life. All due respect.
Yeah, isn't Barovia landlocked?
That's
Technically, it's
no.
floating in its own pocket dimension, but yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
usurpers here.
Yeah.
You could
Something like
slurp the
that.
fog. I'm sure it's thick enough.
Speaking of serping,
I like serping the web.
there is a brief tremor that shakes the base of what you can only assume is all of Barovia. There's this quick crack of lightning across the forever overcast sky. And all just comes to a calm. It almost becomes too quiet as the five of you stand in your living room. And there's just no sound.
What about when I open my mouth and speak? Okay. Okay, words do work. Cool.
Yeah.
This
Penis!
is weird, right?
Yeah, it seems really bad. Is everyone chill?
Yeah, think so. I was able to exclaim penis, and that's usually how I check to make sure that, like, there's sound going on.
Yeah, that's like a totally normal way to check your mic to make sure it's working before you record a script, I've heard. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There is a knock at the door.
I'll go and answer it. I'll look at the peephole first.
Looks to be your mom and dad. They're not facing the people. They seem to be just like looking out over the street.
I'll open the door. Mom, Dad, what's up? Welcome home. Beat ya. Beat you here after school.
They don't respond. They just stand there, staring out over the empty street. You can see almost this weird vibration to them. They don't seem to hear you, more or less understand that you're there. Just wordlessly exist on your front porch.
I'm gonna like grab them by their hands and lead them over to the couch. I'm going to sit them down and I'm going to turn on TV for them.
Well, as you reach for their hands, there is an immediate jolt as they pull back and face you, and you can see. Normally, your parents are super they're like super vanilla. They don't, outside of the odd murder, they enjoy long walks on the beach, long flights overhead. You know, occasionally they'll watch Fantasy Brady Bunch or what have you on the TV while enjoying a good screaming meal. But the way they look at you, there's nothing there. There's nothing familiar to it. In those sort of black orbs, there's almost a rage as they lunge to attack you. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh, fucking nuts.
Do
Oh man, my dex is fine. Oh, dirty 20. Do you want us to put it in chat? Is that easier for you?
I can type it here. So,
Cool.
you 20 for
Oh.
Zariel.
Dirty 20.
Ollie.
That's a 4.
4. That's 10 for Jess. 4 for Ollie. VJ?
21.
21. Let's go. And Chrissy.
12.
12. Not terrible. Alrighty. So, up in the order is VJ. You see as Mothboy's parents lunge into them with the full force of their flight, slamming Mothboy into the wall. What do you do?
Okay, so just so I'm clear, Mothboy is no longer like right up on their parents.
They slammed into them and collided with the wall, so now the two of them are just standing like, in
Cool.
the center of the room.
Is gonna like pull out the flute. Sorry, Mothboy, and cast Shatter like right
Oh,
by
damn.
the parents. I need a con save.
Con save. Alright, well, you're basically fighting two librarians, so... What is your DC?
Oh shit, that's right. You need to know my DC.
I do.
It's a 13. It's not super high.
13. Okay. They both fail, so...
Ah! So they're gonna take the full brunt of 3d8 thunder damage.
Oh, Christ.
Full power of ska.
Really
Ska-
though.
Ska Mothboy's parents to death?
Scatter.
Listen, do they look like they can take this?
Scotter.
Do they look like they can take... Well, how familiar are you with Mothboy's family?
Not very.
Then you have no idea.
Well,
Okay, if they're regularly killing people, that means they have to have had enough XP, even if they're just killing commoners, to be a few levels.
18 points of
Oh god!
thunder
Mom,
damage.
Dad!
They explode. No, so as you cast Shatter, there's this immediate sound as both of them drop to their knees. They're still conscious and still almost feral, but you could tell that hurt a lot. You can see a bit of like brackish liquid pour from their ears, or what would constitute as ears for a moth person, as they just, rather than speaking, they're clicking. They're making sounds reminiscent of older monsters, of the more bestial aspects to their nature. But is that everything you want to do?
Is that normal? That sound your parents are making?
Kind of. You know, like when you have a cat and they like chatter? Sometimes we to each other, but not very often. So yes and
Okay.
no.
Okay. Nope. That's his turn. That's his turn.
Alrighty. Moving down in the order. Zariel.
Mothboy, what are these your parents or not? Because I'm about to start swinging.
Yes, and I don't know. They usually don't beat me up like this. Actually, they've never done this.
Okay, I was about to say. I think I'm just gonna try to knock them unconscious. And, wait, I don't have any fun paladin ability. No, that's cleric stuff. I'm gonna hit him with my baseball bat.
Alrighty, roll an attack.
Absolutely. I swing. That is a 12.
12. Well, they are not wearing armor, so you hit.
Cool. That's a fun little 15 points of bludgeoning damage right there.
15?
I'm gonna
I
need
rolled,
so much therapy.
I rolled a 10, and I have dueling.
Non-lethal, right?
Obviously non-lethal. I'm trying to go for unconscious here.
Mothboy, if this is particularly traumatizing, you come with me to Sunchurch at some point.
Bro,
Not now.
not the time.
As you swing your bat directly into the spine of one of them, presumably, as there's that strong impact, but they seem a little more solid than you had originally thought.
Oh.
They give you the vibes of like maybe a middle school teacher, but as you swing your bat, it's just stopped by this almost iron-like skeleton, as they're still so hurt, but they are looking worse for wear. Is that your turn?
Yeah, folks, they have lamppost sturdiness, not mailbox sturdiness. Heads up about that.
Alrighty. And moving down in the order, Chrissy, what would you like to do?
I am going to look over at Mothboy, and I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on them. Just don't hurt your parents, and they can't hurt you. And then I am going to just smack Moth Mommy, because I don't want to hurt them. And all I've got is that are my daggers. So I'm going to use a...
Smack Moth Mommy. Go for it.
Oh, that's not going to do any good because I don't have any bludgeoning damage. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to do it for flavor. So that's a 17 to hit on the smack, but it's not going to do any damage because I am not strong.
Alrighty. How much damage, though?
None!
None? It doesn't do any damage?
It's 1 plus
It's a
strength,
minimum
right?
of 1.
Oh, God.
My strength is -1.
Oh, God.
It's still minimum 1.
It's just really weak.
One singular damage. You get a good hit in, but your wrists are frail from being rich. As Moth Mommy just kind of looks at you with almost a feeling of like, really?
I'm sorry. I was just hoping to smack some sense into you.
Will that be your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty. Moving along, it's the parents' turn. And they'll be taking it together because they're married. But I'm going to need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
good at those.
no. I don't have paladin stuff that gives you boosts yet because I'm level 3.
What if I just say I'm immune to those?
How?
Cause I don't know.
Just got you. What if I
They
just
said
lie?
so.
No! VJ, we talked about this. Lying is
Learn this
bad.
lesson.
That's the lesson.
Lying is bad for Ollie,
True.
not BJ.
Yeah, lying is bad if you're bad at it.
Yep.
If you're good
That's
at
all. That's the
lying,
only time it's bad.
It's good.
16.
16,
Also,
11,
16.
16,
19.
19,
14.
14. Alrighty. So, Ollie, D, Araxis, you pass, so you take 5 damage.
Ow.
Zariel and Mothboy,
Uh-oh.
you take 10. As your parents release this shrill sound from the movement of their wings that essentially let out this pulse of energy ripping through almost the air itself, and it hurts. It feels like getting hit in the stomach, watching all the air get knocked out of your lungs, and then also somebody screams at you. As the two of you sort of brace for that impact, the other three, it still hurts, but you manage to evade just far enough where it doesn't quite hit you as hard. But with that, they are going to actually try to make their escape, which I think, given the size of this room, gives you all a attack of opportunity, as they're going to try to rush out the door.
Are they looking worse for wear?
They look pretty injured.
One of them look particularly more injured than the other.
Moth Dad, probably.
All right. For my attack of opportunity, I'd like to do a grapple of opportunity.
Nice.
Alrighty. Hit him with it.
My big, strong quarterback arms.
Alright. I think that's
Critical fail.
critical.
A fumble, dare I say?
One of those
He
classics.
only misses. My dude only misses. My dude never hit.
You're
Oh,
doing
he won't
s-
hit.
I'm so proud of you. Okay, well, they escape.
Wait,
as-
don't-
Wait. I'm
Oh,
making
yeah,
an
sorry.
attack.
Yeah, I got
I'm
a whole
sorry.
ass.
I'm
whole ass
skipping
bag.
past all of you because I want to win. No, hit me with it. Go.
I try to grab and then I miss and then I fart a little and then everyone else goes.
Lord.
I went for the bat again. That's a 22 to hit. I
Oh,
rolled
Christ.
another 10, so it's 15 damage. Non-lethal once again. I'm going for the legs.
Okay. As you swing, you catch just where the base of the skull is with your bat, and it slams Moth Dad into the ground. And they just stop moving.
Okay.
I bet he's okay.
He fucking better be.
I have.
the dying. I got spare the dying. We're good.
Yeah, we got heal stuff.
Since Moth Dad is down,
Yes.
Araxis is gonna hit Moth Mom. He technically gets a rapier, but I think he just uses his loot to hit people. So it's just whoop. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Does it look like a D8? Does it look like I could possibly finish off Moth Mommy with a D8 plus 2?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna expend a DM inspiration, or not, sorry, a bardic inspiration, and add psychic blades to that, which means it's gonna be a D8 and 2d6 psychic
Oh,
damage.
Christ.
Whisper Bard.
I think as he's doing this and like swings and hits, you really shouldn't hit your kids.
They're not usually like this. You guys, these are my
You're
parents.
gonna be so grounded.
I believe you, Moth Boy. That is gonna be 17 points of damage between bludgeoning and psychic.
Yeah,
Moth Mom.
Moth Mom's down too. They both just and now you're just left with that.
All right, I'm gonna divine sense to start picking up celestial fiend, undead, etc. to see what the hell is going on here.
You get millions of pings. There are a lot of those who
yeah,
live
but
here.
what's going on with these two?
With these two, they're fiends, I think. I don't know what a moth person is classified as, but like they give off the same ping that they always do. That sort of monstrosity.
Mothboy, your parents seem to be fiends.
Oh, really?
That's all I got for you. Sorry. I'm ready to lay on hands to make sure that nothing's too
Hold
badly
on.
bruised.
Wait,
Hold
should
on.
we tie them up?
Yeah, let's
first?
tie 'em
Yeah,
up.
we're not gonna tie them up. We're gonna drag them down to the basement. And then I'm gonna lock the door. And if anyone
seems
wants to
like
fight
an
that on
like
me,
an
if you want to
evil-
fight me on it, you just beat the shit out of my parents in front of me. I think
Okay.
that I
Mom,
get to
that
pick
just
this
sounds like
one.
a way to get an Evil Dead situation, which is a movie my mom had me watch to fall asleep when I was 5.
That sounds like a you problem. This is a me
No,
problem.
but like that's scary and bad. We don't want them in the basement because then they start like peeking out through the cellar and like cutting their tongue open with a box cutter and doing weirdo stuff like that. We don't want that.
Maybe we let Moth Boy decide what happens to her parents.
Okay. That seems spooky.
Well,
Also,
there's-
isn't that where you heard spooky voices?
It is,
basement.
but then it fucked off. So, look, okay,
It's your parents. It's your parents. You get to make the call.
I will go and get some pairs of handcuffs, and I'm just going to make a do not fucking ask me look at every single person in the room. And we're going to drag my parents down, and we're going to handcuff one of their arms to like a bar on the wall.
All right.
But then, you know,
Just
they have a
normal
free hand,
handcuffs?
so they can like itch their face or nose or whatever if they need to.
Okay. So they're secured to the best of your abilities. What are you doing?
Is prom still happening, or do we have to deal with this? Is prom the source of this?
I
there
think
some
this is
Curse
pretty
of prom going on?
dealt with for the moment.
Okay.
I mean, as long as this isn't happening to everybody else's parents. Ollie, you wanna give your mom a call?
Yeah, I'm gonna give my mom a call.
Cause like we both drink blood, so like there's a
Right, yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
You don't get an answer. Which is weird, because your mom always answers.
Right. Yeah, she kind of never sleeps technically. So that seems.
All right, I'll do the deed. I'll call the non-blood sucking parent to see if there's a commonality here.
Hey, tell them that I said hi.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
I call.
You hear screaming.
There's screaming on the other end. I gotta
Not
go.
like not like I'm in pain screaming, but war screaming.
Oh.
There is the sounds of combat. There are various snarls and shrieks, and you can hear your mother on the other end. Hello?
Hey, Mom, what the fuck is happening?
I don't know. The neighbors attacked.
Who are the
As-
neighbors?
All of the neighbors.
But not okay. Cool. Moth fam went berserk as well. So we're just trying to see if there's a commonality here.
I don't know. They're just screaming. They look angry.
Ask
right.
if there are any kids.
Are there any kids?
A few, I think.
Okay, that is very helpful. Stay safe. Don't die.
Ollie says hi.
Ollie says hi.
Oh, hi, Ollie.
She says hi. She says hi. All right, bye. Stay safe. So that's happening.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Yeah.
He's just a human guy.
Yeah, he is just a human guy. Takes a few rings, but eventually you get. Araxis, are you safe? What happened? Are you okay?
I'm okay. Why are you whispering? What's happening?
I don't know. Your mom is on a warpath, I think. They just started screaming, and they started tossing things in the house and destroying the love seat that I worked so very hard to restore. But I'm just trying to stay out of her way. As there's another roar, as it almost seems to crackle. It ruins the almost audio of the phone call as it just.
Right. You should hide.
That's what I'm doing.
Probably better farther away, but please stay safe. I think everybody's acting like this. I think I killed Mothboy's mom.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very well equipped to deal with this. That was more of a your mother question.
Neither am I.
Okay, we'll work through this, bud. It'll be okay. I hope.
Okay. I'm gonna go now.
Okay, I love you. Stay safe.
I love you too. My human father is fine, but my archdevil mother is not.
Okay, so my angel parents, your human dad. D, your folks are also snake folk?
Yes. Honestly, I don't really. They're not around. Hold on. She'll pull out the sending stone Gertie, is everything okay?
Detail of Ascending Stone. Do they have to consciously answer?
Yes, they may reply. It's a may ability.
In that case, as you call out to Gertie, you don't get an answer.
Everything may not, in fact, be okay.
All right. I lay on hands, Mothboy back to full, 10 full points. I'm gonna cure wounds myself. And let's go to school. I feel like that's usually the epicenter of stuff.
Yeah. Mothboy, refresh me on that weird prophecy that the bones told you.
Usurper stole the crown, find the crown, something, something, dissipate.
Okay. So I know 2 places that have crowns in town.
Prom.
Prom. And Burger King.
Yeah, I just
we
don't
might as
think
well
that it's
stop
that
there.
one.
What if we're hungry?
Well,
No,
I mean, I
it's
can get you
probably not-
something out of...
I think we do prom first. And then,
Because they'll have little snackies.
honestly, regardless of how prom goes, Burger King second.
Hell yeah.
I
Our-
did say that I was going to pick up Daphne for prom.
Oh, yeah,
Is
can
Daphne on the
we-
way to
Oh,
the school?
right.
Can we
Yeah,
animate
shit.
the body?
You raise the dead as they all stand at attention. Oh shit! I hit the plate on my table, but it's kind of salute.
God,
Is
you better be
Daphne on the way
fucking
to the
better.
school?
Daphne lives like near the school, like within walking distance.
Okay. Can we pick up Daphne? She's like a super talented druid, dryad. Like she's so
We
like in touch with nature.
we all know
she's very
Daphne.
helpful. I know. I just
We can pick up Daphne. That's part
okay.
of the
I
plan
just
no
wanted to
matter
like
what.
advocate. Okay.
And also Luska.
Yes.
We're
hell
picking
yeah.
up
And of
everyone's
cou-
dates.
Yes.
Picking up everyone's dates.
Yep.
All right.
I'll walk over to D and say, "Here, let me pick you up."
My hero.
They're being so cute for someone whose parents just got knocked unconscious.
Yeah,
you
they're,
know
like,
what? Let
bleeding.
me have some levity. This fucking sucks, Zariel.
Sorry.
God. Fuck.
Oh, that was-
Now I'm reminded that my fucking parents
that
are
was cute.
chained to the fucking wall in my goddamn basement. Does anyone
Oh,
want a
God
juice
damn it,
pack?
Zara.
I think you two are
Yeah.
cute.
Is it blood or is it juice?
A little bit of both.
I'm gonna pass. Thank
Like
you.
an Arnie Parmy.
Yeah.
I'll take an Arnie Parmy.
Any cool kids want to have some Fireball or Malibu or other drinks that are mostly sugar?
I will take some Fireball. Just.
Yeah.
I think they take it and they just gulp down the whole thing.
Whoa. Big liver in there, huh?
God, that was a lot. I don't think I've ever hit anybody before.
Yeah, they
Make a
are
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, it's not bad. I'm a Connie boy.
Downed an entire bottle though.
16.
16. You're a little tipsy.
Okay.
Well, luckily you're not driving. That's gonna be up to what are their names? Timothy 3 and Timothy 4.
Yep, Timothy 3 and 4, as they just kind of chatter to themselves, just as they march on over. Well, you guys aren't even at the Hell Dozer, are you?
No, we have to go back
You're
to.
at
We have to go to the
Mothboy's
house.
Yeah.
Well, I get on my skateboard and I carry the Timothys with me.
I run on the winds of hell.
Alrighty.
They fly
Honestly,
D
like,
over.
I
We'll
was
leave
late.
Solly there.
I was late for football, so I could use the cardio.
All right. So, for the sake of expediency, you avoid most of the parents and children who have gone mad for one reason or another. There is absolute chaos in the streets. Almost the fabric that makes up Barovia is cracking in places. There are tears, these huge tremors and crevices in the asphalt of suburbia. And as you make your way to Araxis' house, an entire section of it has just been blown out. and sitting on the remains is your dad.
Where's mom?
I think about 2 or 3 miles that way.
I can't actually deal with that right now. We have to take the car.
To save everyone in Barovia.
Hands you the keys. Just don't get a scratch on it, please.
Good man.
I can't drive right now, so I think it's going
That's
to
going to
skeleton.
That's going to Timothy 3. Timothy 4 is just going to be making sure that we don't.
Someone in the chat, it's Jay Peliquin, put Timothy 3 in Timothy 4.
Oh yeah, Timothy 3 is definitely the most trustworthy one here.
All right, I give it to Timothy. As you all clamber in, and the Helldozer is a piece of beauty. There are the engines and metals of hell. There's a constant, never-ending Doom soundtrack as you drive down the street at... How fast do you have the skeletons drive you?
Flooring it.
You floor it across suburbia, leaving all of these monsters in the dust, some of them attempting to get into your car, others just kind of watching past as they're doing something else. Whose house are you stopping at first?
We're gonna
Who's-
Daphne. Let's
Who's on
go
the
in
way?
order.
Wait,
Yeah.
She's
do all- like,
closest
do
to
all of
school,
our-
I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daphne is
she'll probably be
closest to
last.
school, so the other two
Ah.
are kind of equidistant to a degree.
Alright. Let's do that.
All right. Who are you going to?
Luska. We're going to Luska.
Luska. All right, so you head to the part of town that is mostly like waterlogged. You can see this pseudo swamp / underwater Atlantis like space made out for the more ocean inclined monsters, and it's still as the grave. There's just that gentle rocking to the water as the Helldozer pulls up.
I text him that we're here.
No response.
Oh, fuck.
Not good.
I'm gonna like sprint fly to the front door, and I'm gonna rip it open, and I'm gonna go to where I assume is his bedroom.
All right.
And I'm gonna
So you
yell
make
out,
your way up the
Luska,
stairs. Nothing.
get in, Luska, we're going to prom.
Nothing.
Oh, he always responds to that.
It's a really good Mean Girls reference. Really subtle, like really smooth.
Thanks. I'm gonna call Luska's phone.
You hear it coming from the closet.
Fuck, I'm gonna get in the closet. No, I don't belong in the closet. I'm out and proud. I'm opening the door and I'm staying on the
Yeah.
outside.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. Why do you hate me so much?
You keep
I mean-
opening shit.
Fuck.
If there was going to be surfing,
Okay, I'm gonna
the
use my
water
nat 20.
area.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
All right. As you open the door, that ringing comes to a stop, and in the darkness of this closet are several glowing eyes as a single pseudopod flies out and hits you in the chest, but you just barely manage to get out of the way so it doesn't knock you through a wall. But you watch as tentacle makes contact with this sort of more coral-like texture and shatters it as it goes back into the closet, closing the door.
Luska, is that you?
No sound. There's just that sort of writhing ambiance almost. There's movement behind it, but there's nothing in terms of response.
Okay, Luska, I really wanted to go to prom with you. I thought this would be really cool for us to, like, be seen together out in public, but I guess not. And I'm going to write a really nice note that doesn't sound like what I just verbally said. And it's going to say, I'm really sorry that I missed you. I came at XYZ time. I was really excited to dance with you in D. I thought we were going to have a really beautiful time. But maybe our paths will cross again in a romantic way. XO, XO, my boy. And I'm going to leave.
As you're sort of walking out, the tentacle does open the door, grab the note, and it's gone in a flash.
Okay, when it does that, fuck, I am going to cast Suggestion on it, on Luska, and I am going to suggest, Luska, drop the act. I know you're scared. Come with me to prom. And my wisdom DC is a 14. So if you could do like a 13 or lower, that would be so sexy.
Mm-hmm.
As you cast Suggestion, there is this sort of faint open to the door. As Luska does exit, but not the Luska you know. It's more monstrous in a sense, almost receded into itself with, amongst all the tentacles, this creature. It's not Luska, but it is docile in a sense right now.
Luska, did you get held back a year? Are you 19? Because it's happening to all the adults and none of the not adults.
Was happening to kids too.
Oh, it was? Fuck.
Yeah, we checked.
Okay, Luska, if you want to stay here, that's fine. Because it, you know. But if you want to come, come.
Persuasion.
What did you just say?
Make a persuasion.
Okay.
Or animal handling. It's up to you.
I'll go
Not a great
persuasion.
sign.
Okay, it's an 11.
11. They're not budging. They're out of the closet, at least. They're just sort
Yay!
of stretching the, god damn it. They're stretching their tentacles out a bit, but there's not enough of Luska left to recognize your request.
I'm going to go over to Luska. I'm going to quickly give Luska a kiss on the cheek and say, this could have been really great, and I'm going to leave.
All right.
Change of plan.
watch
Luska's not coming. Let's go.
I guess I'm up next then.
Just the two of us. Are they mad that you asked me as well?
No, actually, when I wrote them their promposal, I wrote in that I would also be asking you because you are our mutual crush. I shouldn't have said that. Oops.
How flattering.
Yes.
We're talking on the way to Athalea's.
Yeah.
by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, this is in
figured.
the car.
You arrive to what appears to be some sort of Grecian temple, almost. You can see the large marble columns, and sat seemingly over the body of what might have been a human mailman, you're not sure, is Adalea, who is currently sharpening a blade.
Hey.
Hello.
Do you still want to go to prom with me?
You can see that the warmth that's usually in their eyes is gone. I think, given the situation, Araxes, you would easily be able to tell that they've also fell victim to whatever it is.
Mm.
They're just a little too Lamia, I guess. Even given the situation of being half human-ish. There is... It almost makes it worse. There's this intelligence behind the eyes, there's this personality, but everything that you've grown to love about them, the way that they're gentle with people who are smaller, the idea that they love so much with them, their entire being is just gone. There is nothing but cold, huntsman-like determination as they just keep sharpening the blade. Don't pay any mind to your request.
Arax just kind of sighs at that, pulls out the pan flute, plays a little like kind of a little bit like, I guess you could compare it to a funeral dirge, but it's more like heartbreak and a little bit of hope at the end in the music. We'll fix this. I'll be back. Then gets back in the car.
Okay. As the car is turning to leave, there is a dagger that is thrown and collides with the steel. Just gets embedded. It's not enough to like hurt or stop the car, but as you drive off, you gather it took everything in them not to throw it at your back as you were leaving.
I am so pre-sad for Ollie.
It's gonna go great. What are you
I
talking about?
I
I'm
don't
about to
think
roll a nat 20 on my persuasion.
any of this is gonna go well.
So as you make it to the last house, where Daphne lives, this beautiful little grove, mixed with swamp, there is this quiet tranquility to it. You don't see her, but you can see the flowers are growing, almost overgrown, as some of it spills into the other yards.
Okay. All right. Any advice?
Don't die. And I don't know. Just there could potentially be some violent intentions here. So be smart.
Oh yeah. If she kills me, I die. I mean, like, to make like a good impression.
Be yourself. I hear that works.
Okay. 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 I got it. 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 I step out of the car. Ready to go. Feeling strong.
Okay, feeling strong. What do you do after stepping out? You are met with this sort of Eden-like garden, these flowers popping up in
I've
droves, the
got-
vines.
Good perception. Can I look around?
You can.
Okay.
Roll me a perception.
Let's do a little bit of this. With this action. A little 18.
18? With an 18, you spot her. She's sat near this small wilting flower.
Daphne, are you okay?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah. Mm, you know that everything else is kind of bad. Most other people are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Okay. The group we were going with is good for the most part. A couple dates are bad. But we think whatever's happening, it's probably at prom. Moth Boy talked to a corpse a little before all this happened. So it's either at prom or Burger King. And I don't want to go to prom or Burger King without you.
And why is that, Ollie?
Because you make me feel really brave. You made me feel brave enough to ask you to go to prom, and that was really scary. So
There is a small bit, a pause, a beat. They were turned away from you that entire time. But as they turn to face you, you can see the usual vibrant colors, the pinks, the blues have sort of wilted on the body. And you can see there's a section of the face that has decayed, in a sense. And it strikes you that Daphne was hit too. As she says, I pity you, I really do, Ollie. We all pity you. The fact that you think you need somebody to be brave when you should just be doing it yourself. Get out.
Okay. You want? Okay. Um. What do we have? We don't have a lot. I don't have a lot for this. I'll turn around. Look at her. I'm gonna fix this at prom. Then I'm gonna take you to Burger King. Then I head back to the car.
You notice for the briefest second, the light returned to her eyes. The color's just a little more vibrant around the plants around you. It's not enough to take hold, but there's a warmth there for the briefest of seconds, and it's enough to instill a hope that I don't think she means what she says.
Do I feel like I could break through if I kept going, or is it a? I mean, I guess this is sort of a character thing. Can I roll a religion check on this? I feel
Go
like
for
this
it.
is divine
Yeah, go for it.
in nature. I'm pretty good at that. Okay, 17. So do I get
17.
that this is a curse thing that like we need to solve the over curse of, or is this the power of true love will set her free right here thing and she can help us?
A little bit of both. With your
Okay.
religion check, you understand, given the context, given the information you were given from Mothboy, you remember in a history book a long time ago, Barovia was this land of monsters. It was this terrifying city where everybody had to fight to survive. And that was put to an end very swiftly by this king, Strahd, you're pretty sure, or somebody else, who knows.
Sure.
But you understand that there was a crown that was worn by that figure and whose magic casted this sort of overwhelming calm across Barovia. And the clearest evidence that you have that this is a curse is linked directly to Daphne being a dryad. They're more in tune with nature. They aren't ferocious. You had seen this same thing probably out the window with Adalea. But with her, there's this constant struggle, and it almost feels like they're just lashing out because they're not sure what to do with these feelings.
Okay. Daphne, nothing you say right now counts. Right now. I'm just going to put it on pause. I'll be back later. And I think you're gorgeous. And I think that you're thoughtful and serene and calming. And being around you makes me feel very good. And I like you a lot. And I'm going to take you to Burger King. I'm going to turn around. And I got to be tough. It's tough time.
As
All right,
you're tough,
everybody.
you hear weeping as you walk away,
Oh, it
and
sucks.
there is a single weak vine that kind of lifts what appears to be a prom suit up to you. With a little, I think it's called a boutonniere.
With a boutonniere.
It's that flower that they were tending to in the garden literally a few hours ago.
Daphne, I'm not just saying this. This is so much better than my tuxedo t-shirt.
Alright.
I'll be
So,
back.
for the sake of expediency,
Yes.
I'm going to say you all make your way to the school, which I'm assuming is your last stop.
Mm-hmm.
You can
I
see...
changed into the tux in the back.
Hell yeah. On the way there, you kind of roll up the street towards prom. Everything is decorated. It's beautiful. It's blooming. It's vibrant. But it's empty. As you sort of exit the car, you're met with these huge double doors that lead into the gymnasium for prom proper. What do you guys do?
I'll look to our friends, sling the bat over my back, and say, "We've got a prom to usurp."
It's serpentine.
Serps up.
It's been so real, guys, but I gotta go. Like, my parents are chained down in my basement.
You just give up. Like, all right, see you later.
See ya.
I command Timothy and Timothy 4 to crash the car into the school for our entrance.
I'm here for it.
You did what?
Go!
Go! With not even another word, Timothy and Timothy 4 drive the Helldozer into the wall, smashing it to pieces. You could see now as it skids to a halt on the other side of the gymnasium what might have probably been a very nice setting, a very beautiful prom locale, themed to be that of a Barovian night, a beautiful evening, is now been ruined and smothered to ashes as all the balloons are popping, the tables are upturned, and there's this huge wall casting light from outside in, perfectly silhouetting your shapes as you walk up to meet your destinies.
I am looking at Zariel. No amount of guilt tripping for missing many important moments of my life is going to make my mother forgive me for what you just did.
And you'll never forget this night the rest of your life.
That's probably going to end soon because of her.
So it goes.
We
can do some
saving the
crowdfunding.
day.
We'll
Yeah.
get it fixed.
Yeah, you can. So as you enter, it is not as silent as outside. The songs, the ambiance, the prom-like atmosphere is still there, just a little subdued. As you enter in past the crumbled wall, following in the skid marks of the Helldozer, you see the only other individuals in this room are sat on the stage. You can see four figures. One is just... That was quite an entrance, as in front of you are Stacy, Wacy, the third one, and Wenla, who is unconscious.
What the?
And you can see the leader of the Mean Girls, Stacy, has a jeweled crown placed atop their head. And they are coursing with power. You can see the regular, very fair skin has sort of cracked in places, almost diseased and dried from the sheer power of necromantic magic atop their head. You can see the prom dress flows gracefully from their shoulders, mirrored and sort of by the others. Wenla looks nice. You understand they're all on the prom committee, but as of right now, the three of them are just standing there, looking at you, Zariel, and then to the others.
This is the fight, right? This is the fight now. Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? You're supposed to be high school evil, not like end the world evil.
Consider us overachievers.
Oh, that was good.
Don't you have a cemetery to hang out in, or a place to be not liked?
I'm gonna
Why are
message
you
every
here?
single person and say, what if we just attacked right now? And
I
by
agree.
every single person,
Yep.
I mean the four in my party. And with that being said, I'm gonna say, I fucking always hated y'all, and I'm gonna cast Shatter.
I am also going to cast Shatter.
Hey!
But so it doesn't get homegirl who's
Yeah,
unconscious, though.
I'm going to place the circle not over her body, just for the three assholes.
Alrighty.
My con is a 14. Less
Mine's a
than a 13
13.
would be so sexy. So we need a 12 and a 13. Please.
As you both cast Shatter, the only one to suffer is the third one, of whom I
Silvery
have not
barbs.
named. What does that do?
Reroll a
Give
save.
disadvantage. So roll and take the lower die.
Oh, it doesn't really change anything.
And I'll give advantage to Zariel.
Cool. Thank you.
You, in that moment, as you cast Shatter, the only one who didn't escape by some means was the third one, of whom I don't want to name right now because obviously it's too late now. As both shatters go off, how much damage does that deal?
6 for the 2 that saved the con, and then 12 for the one who didn't, for me.
16 for the one that failed, and 8 for the 2 that didn't.
Okay. So you watch as the third one drops to their knees, still conscious, but currently broken and battered. But as the spell dissipates, both figures, both Stacy and Wacy, just kind of smile and vanish. And so does Wenla, until you look up at the rafters, and there, standing completely fine, are the three of them, as she's currently holding Stacy, Stacy's currently holding Wenla by the hair, kind of looks over. You know she did want to go with you, right?
What?
As they're going to now take their turn and cast Fireball. Everybody roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my
get
goodness. Just
fucked.
regular old fireball?
Yep, just regular old
Oh,
Fireball.
I'm resistant to fire.
Oof. I might go unconscious.
Yeah, I'm pretty close.
I'm gonna take my natural 20.
Alrighty.
15. If anyone wants to donate to ACLU right now for the low,
To
low
help
price
us.
of $25, you could give any one of these people on the screen a nat 20. Save our life.
18.
18.
Oh, wait, I have advantage. Thank you. Oh my god, I actually maybe I will save.
My saving throw? That's a 10 out of 10.
Oh, Christ. So, for those of you who failed, you take 19 points of damage.
What was the spell save DC?
Sorry, what did you roll?
15.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot to get everybody's numbers again. Sorry. 15,
Also 15.
10.
15, 10,
18.
18.
Natural 20.
Okay,
I
so
used
everybody
mine.
who got below 15, you take 19 damage.
I am at 1.
Ooh. Power of love.
Power of love. The rest of you take 9.
4 for me.
Unless
Lame.
you're Araxes. All right. So they say they just look at you. They seem unhinged. They almost delight in causing this level of suffering, but there's this almost sadness to it.
The crown. We have
And
to get the crown or break the crown. Something.
I'm gonna Misty Step up to the rafters. And I'm gonna be about 10 feet away, like that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna look at Stacy and be like, darling, you're looking a little sick. And I'm gonna cast Poison Spray.
alrighty. And this is towards Stacy?
Yes.
Alrighty. Is that an attack or is that a
Con save.
con save? What is your save?
15?
They succeed.
Damn it. Okay, let's see if there's a payment. There is not. So it does nothing.
Alrighty. As you let loose this spray of poison, you can see as they kind of just look in your general direction and just breathe it in to seemingly no effect. There's this nature to them, this power from beyond almost. They delight in everything that's going on here and almost seem to be dancing amongst the chaos. With that, we're going to roll initiative with everybody where they are.
Oh, that one.
Not as bad as my last
Oh.
initiative.
15.
All right.
Last initiative was 3, so low
So
bar.
3. Ever just hold up the number unless it's double digits.
16.
So 10 for Ollie. 16. God, this is.
I'm
Forgot-
sorry, I can't hold up that many fingers.
16 for D. Jess, just tell me. Just tell me.
15.
15. 15. And
22. I got a natural
Jesus
20 at the
Christ.
most useless moment.
you're up. Go for it. What are you doing?
Oh fuck. Dissonant whispers.
Alrighty.
Girl
Nice.
with the crown.
Got it. How does that work?
That is gonna be a bam, 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 bam. Look at, god damn it, open up, please. Yeah, that is gonna be a.
It's probably a
wisdom
wisdom
saving throw.
13, I
Yeah,
assume.
Wisdom
Wisdom?
13.
They succeed.
I am gonna do, because I have my reaction back, silvery barbs to give them disadvantage, and I will give advantage to D because you're up there with them.
That is an 18.
You still take the damage.
Take
just
the
half of it.
damage.
Get wrecked. Come on, you've been rolling good. Oh, fuck yeah. 20, half the 10.
20, half to 10. Alrighty. So, with 10 damage, you watch as there's this sort of almost. They almost seem off balance as they just start looking around towards each of the dissonant whispers, and they take the damage at least. They seem more mad than anything else, though. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty. D, what you doing?
I guess I'm just gonna do an Eldritch Blast because I don't like how high their con saves are. So I'm just gonna give them a blasty blast.
Alrighty.
That is a 19 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
So
You're wearing a prom dress.
that's gonna be 8 damage.
8 damage. Alrighty. You let loose this burst of divine, or rather eldritch might, that courses across the gymnasium or the rafters and strikes them in the shoulder. And you watch as it sort of burns away some of that like very glittery, beautiful fabric as they just look at you with hate in their eyes.
Oh, it's prom. You're supposed to have a blast.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Moving on. Mothboy, what you doing?
Okay, so I have a flying speed of 50, so I'm gonna fly up to the one with the crown, get right in her face. I'm a high schooler. I don't actually have a rapier, but I'm going to just say that my ruler that I keep in my jacket at all times, because I like geometry, has the same stats, if that's Gucci. And
All right.
I'm aiming for the face area. I know that's usually off limits, but if I could kind of nick that off of her. Holy shit, I rolled a nat 20 for a total of 24.
Yeah, that hits.
Dope. Do we have any cute, sexy, fun things that happen with nat 20s that double damage, or is this just 5 points of piercing damage?
I will say you have max damage on the first part of that, and then roll your dice again.
Okay, so it's 10 plus 10. That's pretty
20
cool.
damage.
Holy shit.
I think given the sheer weight of that, you can decide how they react to this. So narrate for me. How does this go?
I fly up into it's Stacy that has it, right?
Yeah, Stacy's wearing the crown.
And I fly up to her, whip out my ruler, and say, "I've always thought you were a bitch, Stacy," and just stab her right in the forehead area. And I think that she screams a little and drops her head back in the crown, falls to the ground. Just
Okay. I'll give that to you. Sure, with 20 damage. They're not dead, but As the crown falls from their head and collides with the ground, everybody who's not in the rafters, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Or no.
Not Ollie with his 1 HP. Natural 20.
Nice.
16.
5. Oh, Christ.
No.
So, with that, it's not so much an attack, but there is this overwhelming feeling. For those of you who succeeded, you don't have to worry, but Ollie, I'm going to need you to roll a wisdom saving throw now for me.
Oh, I'm good at those.
Hey.
22.
22. As the crown falls to the ground and this pulse goes out, you don't feel physically hurt at all. Some of you even avoided it entirely. However, Ollie, you hear screaming. You hear pain. You hear just this constant need, this desire that went unrequited. As you manage to shake that feeling from your head, it doesn't take over, but you can kind of begin to understand what's going on. There is this overwhelming urge to take, this urge to hurt, to lash out. That is
Puberty.
something. Yes, I was gonna say in so many words, but yeah, to a degree. It's something you understand as an adolescent. There is this constant desire to feel like you're number one, but it just goes and goes and goes. That's what you get from the crown as it falls. With that, Jess, is that all? Alrighty. Moving on to them. Stacy is reeling in pain from that, and that actually causes her to drop Wenla, who is now in a freefall from the rafters. With that, though, they are going to aim.
Would you say that that's an attack of opportunity for me then to grab her?
I'll say sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna
And if
grab
we
her.
don't,
Doubles attack.
I've got it covered too.
Yes. She's grabbed.
So as you leave to go grab Wenla, Stacy's going to aim at you, D, and cast their own Eldritch Blast. What is your armor class?
Not high. 14.
14. Okay. Are we do? I'll let the people rule for this. Is it meets it beats it, or do you have to roll above it? Keep in mind this rule applies when you attack me.
Meets
I've
the pizza.
always heard beats it, beats it.
I
Yeah.
goes to the runner.
Yeah.
Alrighty, meets it beats it. So, you take, I believe it's a D10 for Eldritch Blast. You take 10 damage. As this beam of sickly light courses across the gymnasium and hits you square in the chest. A blast. As
Oh, boo.
Lacey is going to take their turn. And they're just gonna charge you. You can see Wasey is this angel, but as the wings furl outwards, they are bone-like. There are small decaying bits of like flesh and feathers as they're just going to try to shove you off the off the thing. Which I think is never mind. Is it? I think it's contested, right? So roll me a dexterity saving throw or strength saving throw, up to you.
Well, certainly not the strength saving throw. Let's do dexterity. That's a dirty 20. Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay. So, as they unfurl their wings and charge towards you, there is this brief second where you're pretty sure they're about to fly through you. But as you sort of hold out a hand, you're stronger than you had originally thought. As they're just poof, they just are kept there.
That wasn't very nice.
So they look up at you with a level of fear that can only come from following someone your entire life. And with that, we're going to move on to Ollie.
Hey, the crown's on the floor, right?
It is, in fact, on the floor, yes.
Okay. I got hit with a full fireball
Yeah, you did.
wearing the new suit that Daphne made me. So I think I know. I mean, I don't know I'm at 1 of 25 HP, but I know I'm not feeling good. I look down at my suit, see it's all fucked up. I don't know if I'm in this fight for a lot longer. So I'll bonus action. Healing word. D, you're low, right?
Mm. Yeah, a bit
You're-
too.
Okay, you're gonna get a healing word. Okay, so you get 6 from a healing word. And then I would like to use my action to pick up the crown. Look over to Zariel. Say, go bats. And I'm gonna throw it to Zariel. Because I know it ain't me. I'm at 1 HP. If the crown's gonna save the day, it's not gonna be me. Can I make an athletics check to throw the crown to Zariel?
Absolutely,
Oh
you
my
can.
god. It's
Okay.
a football reference.
But also, what's your weapon of choice, Zariel?
Baseball bat.
22 on that athletics check.
Absolutely, it is. You go bats that crown. It's
Go bats!
thrown perfectly. Time almost seems at a standstill. As that goes to Zariel's turn, what do you do?
You want me to smash it? Was that the implication?
Oh, I don't know.
Just tossing it towards Zariel?
Do I smash it or do I put it on? I don't know.
I think put
Up
it
to
on.
Smash
you.
then pass. Smash then pass.
Okay.
I think put it on and then smash.
Put
Other
it on and-
people.
Okay, fine. The crown is flying through the air.
It is.
I look up at the Stacy and Wasey on the rafters. I see them holding Wenla. I see my friends in deep trouble. And I just say, you do what you gotta do. Radiant Soul, 2 golden wings pop out of my ASMR back. I let the crown land on my head. Brandish my baseball bat. What happens?
So, hadn't quite planned that out, but as the crown goes flying through the air, I'm gonna roll this d20,
Okay.
and I want declare evens or odds.
Oh, evens, baby.
Evens.
There's more of them. There's 20 of them. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So, as the crown sits firmly on your head, these golden wings unfurled as you rise to the occasion. You hear those screams. You hear those never-ending screams. And they start to go out one by one. You can see as the crown burns atop your head, the energy of it coursing through your veins, and you begin to gain clarity. Each of these screams is just another cry for help, another promise broken, another date that never happened. There is nothing but raw desire in this crown. The pain of thousands of students constantly trying to fight just to be happy. And in this brief moment, you are happy. You have infinite power at your perusal. I'm gonna say you get another turn. What do you do with it?
Yeah, I mean that was just my catch and my bonus action. I'm flying straight into the air. I fly up with the baseball bat out. I'm face to face with Stacy and Wasey, and I say, "You're not worth my time." I continue flying upwards and crash through the ceiling, and I'm going to take the raw desire and raw power within the crown. I'm going to look down at all the chaos within the place, everyone screaming, attacking each other, and I am just going to say, this isn't right. This is a lot. This is a lot for high school. And I'm going to break the crown in my hand.
Alrighty. With the powers of a nigh mad god at your fingertips, you choose to do the one kind thing and destroy it. You watch as this golden light pours forth from every part of your body. And in this brief moment, it almost seems like you shine like the sun, bringing it to this sunless place. As that light sort of bathes the world, there is calm. For once in a very long time, there is calm, and the screams cease, the fighting stops, and everything just seems right with the world as the clouds begin to clear.
I still have a flying speed. So I'm gonna fly back down, just look over at Stacy and Wacy and my friends, and I'm just gonna hold the bat out to them and say, "You lost. Put your hands in the air before I break the rafters underneath you. And we can have a normal, within the bounds of reality prom night."
They look to the 5 of you, this ragtag group of high schoolers, and Stacy says, "That's nice, but no. I appreciate it, but no." As Stacy and Wacy disappear.
I'm gonna fucking if Mothboy will let me scoop Wenla and then fly the hell down to pump some lay on hands into Ollie and
Pick your girl.
just check on the friends. Not my girl. We haven't talked about that officially, but thank you.
Okay, use the lay on hands on her then. I'm good.
You sure?
I don't think we're gonna have to fight more angels today.
And that's when an army of... No, I'm kidding.
Araxis plays a little ditty, his last spell slot, and is going to healing word you, Ollie. Took a beating.
Oh, fine. Oh, whatever.
I'm
I was fine.
I'm going to walk up to D and say, can I heal you? After I saw that she stole your fucking awesome catchphrase. That was stupid.
Should unmute. Sorry, Mowgli started barking. I know, you think she could have been a little bit more clever.
Yeah, that's stupid girls. You looked absolutely radiant, fighting them, and I just wanted to let you know that.
Well, you look absolutely badass fighting them.
Well, D, I don't know how the rest of tonight's gonna go because of I'm gonna gesture around to everything, but I might be a moth boy now, but if you want to leave with me, maybe I can turn into a moth man.
The moth fucks, folks.
Moth fucks!
Sorry, I'm blue screening. I think that could be arranged.
Cool.
Although, don't you need to deal with your basement?
That
Maybe
can
after?
wait. Yeah, that can wait.
Okay.
Probably better if your parents can't come out of the basement.
Can't hear anything from down there.
Oh, Christ.
I'm gonna, once things settle down, once everyone seems to be okay, I'm gonna just like holding Wenla from the back, just like put the rest of my lay on hands into her to try and get her up. And when she does, I'm gonna say, "Good morning, sunshine."
Well, she wakes up coughing. There's a bit of dust in the air that kind of cakes her cheek. Her usually flowing gold locks and radiant existence seems a bit dimmer, but she kind of just looks at you and says, "Good morning."
Hey, I'm glad you're okay. It seems like the town has been saved or something, and I just I want to take a lesson from the smoothest guy I know and choose honesty and say I do I did want to go to prom with you, and I can't force that on you. I know that I'm not exactly the most desirable person at this school, so I just, you know.
As you're sort of rambling, she puts a hand up and kind of like shushes you and says, Zariel, do you want to go to prom with me?
Well, luckily for you, we're already in the auditorium. We went to prom, bitch.
He looks at the hole in the wall and just, prom committee's not paying for that.
No, I'm gonna have to write a lengthy apology to Araxis' family.
Can do that after a dance, maybe? As you can see as she sort of rights herself, still reeling from all of that, and there is a mage hand that floats over and starts playing like a nice song, and that sound echoes through the city, and we are each going to get a small little vignette. That was Zariel's and Wenla's, and we're going to go to, I guess the closest person here would be Daphne, who wanders her way over and is now standing in this giant helldozer-shaped hole.
Hey, I got hit by a fireball. You did a really good job with this. I'm so sorry that I got hit by that fireball.
It's not, as she kind of like walks over, it's not your fault.
Okay. I think Zariel just saved the world. I had a little assist. I threw her the crown, so. You feel better?
A little bit, as you can see some of the growth has sort of become more lush. There is still sections of it that seem a little grayed, but it's quickly righted as like these small flowers kind of crawl their way across the rot, and bits and flakes of it start to fall away. She seems like herself. She doesn't seem mad or anything. She's just her.
Well, I'd love to go to prom with you, Daphne, but honestly, that sounds like kind of a lot right now.
Do you want to go to Burger King?
Yeah, I think so. And like, before Araxis takes off with the car, I can change back into clothes that aren't a little on fire. This is gonna be a little more casual, if you're cool with that.
Up to you, but as she kind of waves her hand, and you see the fibers in your suit start to sort of weave themselves back together. It's not as pretty as it was before, but it's not burnt to a crisp, and she herself sort of begins to move her hands, and what was just sort of like this very casual, like hoodie and pants, have shifted and changed into this like very, very nice dress that kind of like hangs, and there's a bit of a trail to it. We could both be fancy at the Burger King if you'd like.
You're so cool.
Kind of grabs your hand and
Yeah.
starts walking.
Yeah. And we'll get you an all meat thing. I know you probably don't like eating plants. I think they
I
have
really
like
don't.
all meat things at Burger King.
I don't know if they have all meat things anywhere, but I appreciate the effort.
They get pretty close there. I mean, it's not legally. I think they can't call it meat, but it mostly is.
And with that, we sort of cut back as
King
Araxis.
of Riz.
King of
King
Riz.
of Riz, baby.
Araxis, you get a call from Attilia.
Hey,
Hi.
I've got your dagger.
Cool. I'm sorry I threw it at you.
You threw it at the car, technically.
That is fair. Tell your parents I'm sorry, I guess, then.
Zariel had our drivers crash it into the auditorium, so I'm just not gonna tell them it happened.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't think the prom committee's gonna pay for that, though.
No, I
Okay.
think Zariel's gonna have to.
Oh, Zariel's paying. Does Zariel have money? Huh. I mean, you could try getting D to pay for it.
Fair.
That's not why I called, though. I'm not really sure what I said during all of that, but I just wanted to say if I said anything or if I did anything,
Nope, just threw a dagger at the car. You didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. And I knew it wasn't you, so.
But did you still want to go to prom?
I'd love to go to prom. Saving a dance for you.
You can hear that there's like this sort of rustling, the sounds of like metal clamoring. As just like I'll be right there, as the phone hangs up. But a few minutes later, maybe the speed at which a lion can run, I suppose, they are there. You can see they have this like very simple looking suit, a bit of drapery, reminiscent of that of a lamia. It kind of hangs, and there's these gold adornments. Okay, I'm here.
Hey.
Nobody else is here. This is okay.
I think they're trickling in a lot of. But a dance.
Kind of gives you their hand. And last but not least, we cut to Mothboy and D.
Well, D, we can leave now, or we can dance first.
I think I would like a dance. We got all dressed up for prom.
That we did. And you look stunning. And with that, I'll lead D out onto the dance floor. That is just a couple people. And
Just, I think it's just you, Zariel, and
Can I
and Alexis.
cast fairy fire on the dance floor before I leave?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Aww.
Nobody attack each other. I just thought it would look cool. It's really dangerous, actually.
We get advantage on our rolls to smooch.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Sure.
before we smooch, I'm going to take my wings and like wrap them around you. And I just have a headcanon of D being a little bit taller than me. So I'm gonna look up and, do the 90-10 to D.
She'll do the rest of the 10 down. Also, your wings tickle.
I'm not going to say what I was thinking. This was nice. I'm glad you said yes.
Me too. Maybe Luska can join us next time.
Oh, man, Luska. That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah. This was nice.
And we dance, and we dance.
Well, as you dance in this perfect little slice of eternity, as the others begin to trickle in, people scheduled for prom despite the apocalypse, goes off without a hitch. It's the party of the century. You each get these little perfect moments with the people you care about, and as it all comes winding down, Wenla announces to the student body that the prom court, I suppose, is Zariel, I think. Prom queen, according to the
Yes.
votes.
Sure.
It's a little awkward here and there, but eventually you stand before your peers, somewhat social outcasts, whether that's self-inflicted or not, with a dinky plastic crown, but for a brief moment it feels like you're at the top of the world.
Thanks for your votes, everybody. People much cooler and smarter than me have taught me a lot tonight. Like to choose honesty drive safely, play an instrument, and to smooch your friends if they consent to it. So take care of yourself, be safe, and I'm kind of liking this queen business. Might do it somewhere else. But until then, practice safe sex. Nobody's on the 3rd floor. Have a good one, everybody.
And with that, the camera pulls back on Strahd Public High, looking upon this nice little slice of suburbia floating in the endless void. And for the briefest of moments, if only for today, our players remain happy, their characters happy, and the world is at ease. Happy prom season, everyone!
Except for my parents.
Except for the pet. We'll get back to that later.
Then they're
they'll be
alive.
okay.
I mean,
Fine.
They'll be fine.
Mothwave was able to find handcuffs that quickly. I'm pretty sure them waking up handcuffed,
You don't know what they're up
maybe
to.
not the worst thing.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. Friends, let's tell the people who we are and where they can find us. Let's start with Chrissy.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. I roll dice and make dirty jokes. And yeah, you can find me on all the social media spaces as Chrissy in Color. Woo!
And we'll popcorn to
All
be
right, that's
it.
everybody. See you guys later.
Sorry, we're popcorning, huh? Let's popcorn it over to Phil.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil and/or Tulok. I play Elden Ring here on Twitch at Tulok the. I make D&D videos occasionally. I mostly make Elden Ring videos, but you can find those on YouTube. Tulok, just search Tulok. Really great SEO. No one's really approaching it, so that's pretty cool. Let's go over to VJ, who's down. Hi.
Hey. Hey, I'm VJ. You can find me as VJ's Creations all over the internet, Twitter, Instagram. There's nothing there. Blue Sky, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, startplaying.games. Yeah, I'm just talking to people, y'all. I'm vibing. Julie.
Hey everybody, I have been Julian or Julie CL on the social medias. I am a TTRPG human who co-runs the channel Roll D5, which plays indie games of all sorts. We've got a lot of exciting ones coming up. I'll be running Fabula Ultima for the channel in March, and independently, I might be part of 2 Gubat Banwa productions soon, which is a Filipino produced and created game, which I'm always trying to sing the praises of. You can listen to my audio drama, The Realm Tree, which me and my dear friend Jamar Thompson wrote over 9 months of the pandemic. It is a 30-episode fully voice-acted series about a group of teenage fairies climbing to the top of a tree that stretches to the sky to earn their wings. And let's popcorn it over to our dearest host, Jess.
No, we're gonna go Chris, because I'm gonna take us
Oh,
out.
You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Fuck, I was muted on Zoom, but not on the other one. We're actually throwing it to Chris, because I'm gonna
Oh,
take
we're-
us
ah.
out.
Understood.
Oh, yeah.
Understood. To Chris.
Wow, that's me. Hello, I'm Chris, also known as Hamasamakun. That's Hamasamakun. I do a lot of D&D and TTRPG content. If you're ever interested in watching me do stuff like that, you can find me on Twitch every so often. It's mostly a lot of memes. That's why I did this entire thing in a maid outfit. But it's fun. You get to hang out. You get to chat. But other than that, in terms of TTRPG content, I do this thing called Hot Asian D&D. That's an Asian-inspired D&D podcast. In addition to that, I also do Tabletop Tempest, which is a all-immigrant and children of immigrant-run TTRPG group that focuses on uplifting marginalized voices. We have 3 shows marching along. They've all more or less finished casting, and I'm super excited for those to come out. One of which being about, well, mine specifically about Gods in America. Anyway, yeah, those are all the things that I do. There's probably some other stuff out there, but hey, if you want to follow me on any of those platforms, I'm Hamasamakun everywhere. I had a lot of fun, guys. We should do this again.
Yes.
Go with it,
And
Jess.
next time with
Campaign.
puppets. Yes. 100%. Okay. Friends, thank you all so much for joining. We raised $365 for the ACLU, which is absolutely freaking phenomenal. I just want to give a quick thank you to Chris for tweeting out a silly idea and then running it when I asked them to play this. Also, thank you to Julie, to VJ, to Phil, and to Chrissy. Y'all were so much fun to play with. I want to give a quick shout out to Bogus Cheesecake again, who was our matching gift sponsor. Thank you to everyone who donated. I do this every single month. Sometimes I do charity weeks. So, you know, if you like this stuff, I don't know, subscribe or whatever, or follow or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. This was a lot of fun. Go get some rest, go drink some water, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel again sometime. Bye.
Thanks, everyone.